at the River Center in Davenport, Iowa. Night 2 of Caged Aggression, the Trilogy. Let's start with the co-main event, Pat. It's a rematch 15 years in the making. Jeff Jepson has his first opponent step out, and then Eric Vo steps in. Jepson looking to get that win back.
And Vo is stepping in on how many days? Was it 1, 2, 3 days right in there?
It was pretty, I think it was less than a week.
Yeah, 3 days, I thought.
Yeah, pretty exciting. He's excited to get it in there, and obviously Jepson wants that W.
Interesting that Vo is willing to give him a rematch after 15 years of being able to go, I beat that guy, right? But it's going to be exciting because we know there's going to be a lot of fire between the two.
Absolutely. And then we get to the main event, and this is where I'm really excited and going to fanboy out a little. Dan Hornbuckle, Dan Stitchin, both MMA veterans. Hornbuckle had a hell of a run in Bellator, also fought out in Japan, in Sengoku, against some of the top guys. This one's going to be a battle.
Hornbuckle, I've always loved watching him fight. He gets after it every time he fights it. And he's been out of it for a while, but he's coming back in, and Stitchin is going to have his hands full. Stitchin, a guy that has been in the UFC, has seen the big show, so he's obviously working to get back to that. A win over Hornbuckle would be huge for Stitchin tonight.
I'll tell you what, the second night of Caged Aggression Trilogy is ready to pop off, and the fireworks are about to begin. Let's kick it to Jason Vargas in the cage.
All ages, this is the moment you've been waiting for as 7G Distributing Bud Light proudly presents Caged Aggression 35, the Trilogy, our third and final 3-night event hosted by the River Center. My name is Jason, your official voice from inside the cage, and it's a pleasure to welcome you to night 2 of our 3-night event. A weekend where over 70 fighters from dozens of teams across the country converge to build careers, shatter dreams, and entertain you. But before we get to tonight's action, there's a few event partners that we'd like to thank and mention that all came together and helped make this entire weekend possible. The River Center, the official home of Caged Aggression MMA, 7G Distributing Bud Light, thank them often, but thank them responsibly, La Quinta Inns and Suites, Ducky's Formal Wear, Galesburg, The Dam View Inn, McCarl Family Racing, Yabba Dabba's House of Glass, Stand and Protect Kaihoas, Elite Loyalty Management, Old Town Heating and Air, Squirrel's Tree Care, Delph's Pro Gym, The Cigar Social, Talon Grill, Walking's Window Tinting, Wilson Construction, Hootie's Designs, Banker's Life, Kaylee Reagan, Princeton GMC, NitroTickets.com, and Mitt Beast Boxing and MMA. Let's give all of our event partners a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And while we're talking about event partners, don't forget, pay our friends in the back corner a visit for your special event commemorative t-shirt. Tell them what fighter you're here to see, and a portion of that sale will go to help support your fighter. It's a win-win situation for both of you. You get a piece of history, and your favorite partner gets a little cash in their pockets for that. And all that's courtesy of Old Town Heating and Air. Special thanks to our production team, Mindprint Productions, The Music Connection, and Say Uncle Photography. Much gratitude to all fighters, coaches, and teams for their tireless commitment to be here tonight. And the Caged Aggression President CEO for his tireless efforts to the sport and its athlete. Let's give all them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All of tonight's bouts have been sanctioned by the Iowa Athletic Commission. Deputy Ben Wilson, Inspectors George Chamberlain and Zach Tiberis. Cage side tonight, our greaseman Kevin Night Anderson, our timekeeper Clint the Antagonist Anderson, our judges Alex Orozco, Ian Haas, and Matt White, our cage side physician Dr. Metcalf, our card girls for the evening, the lovely Serena and Jessica. Color commentary on our pay-per-view provided by Jason Bermas and UFC Hall of Famer Pat Miletich. And when the action begins, our referees in charge, Josh Stewart, and the boss, Bruce Allen. Now, if you'll all please join me and rise to help me welcome former Miss Iowa, Michaela Hughes Shaw, for the playing of our national anthem. Michaela Hughes Shaw, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we got a lot of great action planned for you tonight. But before we get to that, I do need a little bit of help from everybody here at the River Center. I need you guys to get real loud. I need everybody in the building to make some noise. We need to let those fighters back in the locker room know that you're ready for the action. Let's go!
And yabba dabba dibbit do, it is night 2 of Caged Aggression, the Trilogy, the Battle of the Dans in the main event. 2 big-time MMA veterans in Dan Stitchin and Dan Hornbuckle battling out in the main event, Pat. Of course, we're getting started with Chad Hinton and Dakota Tatro, but a very exciting evening to be had indeed.
I think it's going to be a little more chaos tonight, buddy.
I am looking forward to it. Chad Hinton about to make his way down to the cage. He's fighting out of Peoria, Illinois. A big Diaz Brothers fan, as am I, sir, as am I. Believes this is going to be a fun one. Looks to his jiu-jitsu as a strength. However, Michael Chandler, one of his role models, and he's telling us a story about Dan Hornbuckle as one of his wrestling coaches back in middle school for a year. There's a hell of a wrestling coach. You've done some coaching to the juniors via wrestling, haven't you?
Yeah, a little bit. More than anything else, though, the coaches through your formative years are really going to leave a lasting impression on you. And those are the guys that I really remember. So.
Yeah, I mean, when you have somebody that's just stepping in for that short period of time, high level like Dan Hornbuckle, it's going to imprint. You would think that those are the kind of special moments that you cherish because they're not there the next year.
Yeah. No, and I understand that feeling because the guys that were coaching me were former national champs and, all that sort of stuff. And just, they could be in their mid-40s, early 50s and still beating the hell out of all of us. And then college guys would come in and beat the hell out of us. That's just the way it was here.
So what you're telling me is there was a lot of beating the hell out of people in that
out of me.
You said us, Pat. You said us.
Well, yeah.
Hinton about to step into that cage. We're getting it done, and we're getting it done right here at Caged Aggression Night 2. I am pumped. By the way, if you want to vote on who you think is going to win, you can go to cagedaggression.tv and do so right now. Dakota Tatro is actually edging out Hinton at about 57%. So all the Hinton fans, make sure to vote him up. Hinton circling the cage, certainly looks the part. And now his opponent making his way down in short order. Look at that strut. Dakota Tatro fighting out a Regulators fight team in Cedar Rapids. Dropped out of college. He was wrestling at Dubuque, and he needed to find something else to do. Well, again, that transition to from wrestling to MMA, one of the strongest fields to be in. I feel like it's a good matchup for me stylistically, and it is in his favor. He thinks his striking is going to do the job. Looks up to Eric Koch, among others. And he doesn't really have any stories about MMA. He's looking serious in there. Straightforward. And there is his coach, Eric Koch. There's a UFC veteran. Give him one last pat on the back.
Koch brothers, quite accomplished in MMA, not only just as competitors, but of course as coaches.
They certainly are, and they certainly bring their fighters here, and they mean business.
They do quite well.
They do quite well in this organization. So here we go. Dakota is stepping into the cage, and in short order, we throw it to Jason Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first bout of the evening is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Bantamweight Division, powered by Ducky's Formal Wear, Galesburg. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 136 pounds. He trains with the Peoria Athletic Club and is sponsored by Go Auto Body. Joining us from Champaign, Illinois, Chad Hinton. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in at 134 pounds. He trains at Regulators Fight Team and is sponsored by Hennick Tree Service and Stump Grinding. Joining us from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Dakota Tatro.
Dakota Tatro certainly has that strut. Chad Hinton a little low, and here they go. No tap of the gloves. Leg kick from Tatro, front kick from Hinton. Hinton changes levels, digs in, grabs that leg.
Nice takedown. Tatro reversal, beautiful.
Very nice. I was going to say, he did a decent
leg
job.
lock attempt here, good scrambles.
Really exciting first couple of seconds.
Reverse heel hook was close. He's still hunting it.
Yes, he is hunting
He's got to get his leg out of there.
He's certainly trying to do so.
Knee pinch, tried a knee pinch, taking his back now. Very, very high level grappling going on.
I would have to agree. Ooh, flattens him out. Tatro has to watch. That's buddy. Underneath. Oh, Chad Hinton might be getting it done early.
Trying to get the hand in.
He is. Locking it up better right there. Tatro doesn't seem like he knows what to do. That's it. Quick one from Chad Hinton.
Got right after it. Knew what he wanted to do. Get the takedown and go to work on the ground. Great scrambles in that short amount of time between those two.
Absolutely quick finish, but like you said, there was a lot of high-level grappling going on early in that fight.
Flurry.
You know, from the moment that Hinton took that shot, I thought that Tatro actually did a very, very good job of that, of trying to stuff it. And then,
initially, yeah.
Yeah, and then he drove it through, reversed it for a moment. All of a sudden, with that reversal, Hinton went for the leg, went for that ankle in particular.
Ended up taking it back because of it.
Exactly. You showed a little bit of wrestling right there.
Transitions.
Yes, absolutely. And once he took that back, flattened him right out, and that's where that's where it ended, really. That's where I think that's where you work on, right? That's, hey, next time that happens, we're going to work on that position.
And, you know, Tatro's a talented kid. I mean, he's very good. So, big win for him.
And we're going to throw it up to Jason Vargas for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, has called a stop to this contest at 52 seconds into round 1, declaring your winner by submission to rear naked choke, Chad Hinton. All right, we're here with your victor, Chad Hinton. Chad, man, congratulations on the big win. Talk to us about how it feels setting off the night with such a dominant victory.
Honestly, early, I didn't think I was going to get a quick finish like that. I thought it was going to be another war, you know, and coming off of that loss to my debut, nothing felt better than that.
Good deal. Well, is there anything you want to add to this before I let you get to the celebration?
I would just want to give a shout out to my coaches, my teammates from Peoria Athletic Club, McVickers Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I've got a great group behind me, and I just want to let everybody know at 135, at 145, I'm coming.
Well, you heard it from the man himself. Let's hear it one more time for your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Chad Hinton.
Oh, Bud Light Seltzer Retro tie-dyes?
Have you tried these yet?
I'm sorry, ladies. It's my roommate, Emmerich.
Emmerich. Is that Irish?
Bud Light Seltzer Retro tie-dye. The loudest flavors ever.
And on to the next one, Raul Lopez, Jacob Santiago up next. Raul's fighting out of Marty's MMA and Iowa Combat Fitness, hometown Uvalde, Texas. Wrestled in high school, a good base to have. Feels like he has to overcome a height disadvantage. But he thinks that wrestling background is going to power him through. Looks up to Khabib Nurmagomedov. And by the way, if you got a Nurmagomedov at the end of your name, you might be at the top of the MMA game across organizations right now. Also looks up to Brandon Moreno and says, look, I'm ready to go. I took my first fight with just 2 months of experience, making his way down. Pat, what does he have to do to win? Looking pretty confident.
You know, to be honest with you, he definitely needs to take advantage of his wrestling skills, his jiu-jitsu skills. I know he's very tough. He trains with actually my godson. And he says he's very tough. And my godson's a very good wrestler, wrestled at Bettendorf, and is getting ready to get his purple belt in jiu-jitsu as well. So, talented guys.
And a lot of people don't understand, like, you can say you have wrestling, but then to go to that next level and try to pick up jiu-jitsu, that purple belt is important, you know? I mean, you're starting as a white belt and you're getting your ass kicked for weeks and months at a time.
Most guys are going to learn a very humbling thing about exposing their arms. Wrestlers expose their necks, things like that. So after you get used to, well, getting choked a lot and armbarred a lot, you get your shit together. Let's put it that way.
Jacob Santiago coming into the favorite right now over at CagedAggression.tv. Remember, get your votes in. He's in at 57%, but Raul Lopez closing that distance. You can hear the cheers from the crowd. Definitely has some supporters in the audience. And here comes Mr. Santiago, fighting out of Regulator Fight Team and Tipping Point BJJ. He's from St. Louis, but fighting out of Cedar Rapids. A Caged Aggression and LFA veteran. His buddy Dylan Ace Willie got him into MMA. What's he think of this matchup? Well, he says, I'm going to F him up. Feels he has a strong stand-up game, and he can trade with anyone, but he's comfortable anywhere where the fight goes. Looks up to Kane Luger, Eric Cope, Juan Roman, and Dylan Wiley.
Got a little Al Capone tattoo on his back there.
I was going to say, certainly some impressive artwork out there. I mean, that's about as quote-unquote gangster as it gets. Can't tell who the screaming woman is on the side or the one with the glasses, but that is some high-level tattoo artwork right there.
You know, and there was a movie made about a mafia boss here in the Quad Cities. Al Capone used to ask for permission to stay here.
Interesting. Are you telling me that Iowa is more gangster than Al Capone could ever be?
Well, it was Rock Island, Illinois.
Okay.
Right across the river.
All right, let's throw it up to Jason Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Light Heavyweight Division, powered by McCarl Family Racing. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed in at 200 pounds. He trains at Marty's Martial Arts and is sponsored by Warrior Fitness, Bulldog Arms, and Iowa Combat Fitness Club. Joining us from Bettendorf, Iowa, Raul Lopez. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 202 pounds. He trains at Regulators Fight Team and is sponsored by LME Entertainment, Alsto's Family Italian, and TAP Roofing and Siding. Joining us from Iowa City, Iowa, Jacob Santiago.
And here we go, folks. Don't blink. It's Lopez Santiago. And we're getting ready to do the bad thing. No touch of the gloves. Santiago pawing out there a little bit. Ooh, big right hook.
Nice.
Turns him around. Woof.
Beautiful.
Lopez with a body kick. Good right hand by Lopez.
Santiago walking through him.
Good knee from Santiago. Uppercut from Lopez. Right hand
Clubbing
from
each other.
Santiago. My goodness gracious, Pat.
Lopez needs to set up some takedowns. They look like they're two totally different weight divisions.
Absolutely. Good body kick right there. Closing the distance. Some body shots from Lopez.
Good dirty boxing.
You need to do that.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, good body kick from Santiago, followed up with some strikes. Good job closing the distance. Lopez's corner calling for the takedown.
Santiago doing a good job stopping that takedown.
Absolutely.
Got to set them up clean.
Lots of action right here, right now, folks. Ooh, big left, right. Connects with both. Uppercut connects. Lopez a little rocked right now on his wheels. Squares back up, takes a body kick.
Good body
that
kick.
one hurt him.
Yeah.
Comes back with another body kick. Still hurt him. He's changed stance, another body
shot.
kick. Oof. What a fight we have here, folks. Second fight is a barn burner for the first minute and a half.
Lopez on his bike
right,
there
left.
for a while.
Lopez stepping back a little bit. Santiago a little more cautious. They felt each other's power. Slowing the pace down. Might want to do that in a 3-round fight. Good body kick.
Did not want to take anything with that. Let it go. Wants to keep it standing, obviously.
Ooh, good body kick by Santiago. Takes a left, right from Lopez. Another right. Oh, a right from Santiago. Another left, right on the way out. Pat.
It doesn't look like they're getting hurt at all.
Oh, left hand over the top of Santiago. Lopez takes it down. Scramble. What a fight. Tough one to call for the round right now. 40 seconds to go. Really anybody's round. Who's going to look more dominant?
Back and forth.
Such a back and forth fight.
who's going to suck it up here at the end of the round to win the round.
That's right, about 30 seconds right now.
Always leave a lasting impression on the judges at the end of a round.
Especially in a round like this one.
Yes.
Left hand from Santiago gets slipped by Lopez. Good have movement. Ooh, takes a good body kick there. That one hurt him. Big deep breath by Lopez after that kick.
Yeah, those damn lefties, I tell you what.
Oh, big left hand right there from Santiago. Right hand from Santiago. Right, left. Not much on that leg kick right there. 3 seconds left. Oh, slugging it out to the end of the round. Tough round to call.
I think Santiago got him.
Exactly. That's a tough round to call, but that last exchange, a little bit more solid for Santiago. What a round, and you at home right now believe Jacob Santiago is the favorite at over 70%.
And not a mark on Lopez's face after all of that.
What is up with that? Like, I feel like Clay Guida can take, the type of guy that can take a 25-minute piss-pounding beating and then come out the same way he looked as he entered the cage.
Like he's got makeup on. But, you know, leaning a little towards a Geico caveman with
some of the action right here. Taking a look.
I can just go ahead and say that they're just letting it all hang out.
Certainly right there, letting it all hang out.
Both got a little bit wild periodically, but pretty good fundamentals.
You know what? They were setting them up. They weren't just one-punch wingers. There was a lot of 1-1-2s.
There's the takedown. Santiago rolling through. Lopez almost taking his back here, but
all right.
Very good replays. Very good replays there, guys.
Pace isn't quite there in the beginning right now. Oh, good right hand from Lopez.
Lopez got to get his hips in. Nice.
Santiago gets tossed.
Headlock. Santiago's going to look to get out.
Yes,
trying to take his back from there.
Lopez inside control, landed a couple hammer fists right there.
This is where Lopez wants to be.
Maybe looking for that head and arm right now. Does he have
triangle.
It looks deep, Pat.
He's got to drop his head. He's got to drop his head down.
He is dropping his head down.
His head's too high. He needed to have him on his back and get his head down to the mat. Drive it to the mat.
Okay.
With Santiago flat on his back.
So this side position, no good. Big head. Big
good for hammer fist.
Big head shots. Ooh, looking for that neck right now from the back. Doesn't want to ride too high, get thrown off. Softens him up with a right there. Still looking for that neck. A couple more rights. Gotta watch the back of the head. Still riding him pretty well. Left hand gets through. Exciting fight right here. Oh, wow.
He's putting it on him now, buddy.
He sure is. Well, you know what? He might need to get that round back. As close as that round was, it's still, you're down a round. You know, so either you try to get this finished.
Another arm triangle, needs to drop his head lower again and go move his hips out away from him.
Doesn't quite have those arms locked up.
He's got to get his,
a little better, but it's
got to get his bicep in on the neck. Is it there yet?
Doesn't seem to be.
He's dropping in a little lower each time here. He's sleeping.
That's it. He put him out. Super, fantastic, impressive performance from Raul Lopez.
And Santiago, very tough guy.
It doesn't get much better than that. The smaller guy closes the distance, knows what he has to do, gets in there and gets gritty. That's the business, baby.
Yep.
Love that fight.
Slugged it out with him for quite a while, then got that takedown. Big takedown.
And look at that, there it is. Boom!
Right there. Got his hips in nice. Little exclamation point.
Now, is that a judo toss into a submission attempt?
That was more wrestling, just double unders, and got his hips in and launched him.
I was going to say, because you didn't have that leg movement as much where he was trying to hook his leg. He just picked him right off.
No leg reaps, just hips in and throw.
What a fight. We're just waiting on Jason Vargas to get in there and make it official. Great, big, awesome win for Raul Lopez with a very game Jacob Santiago. They brought the heat.
We're going at it, buddy. Remember, Santiago won the first round in both of our books, right?
It was a close one, but yeah, like I said, it seemed like he was behind a round for certain.
Edging it out.
Edging it out indeed, and that's what it's all about. Big fights like that and gritty performances. They put smiles on my face like it's Christmas Eve. and I'm waiting for Santa Claus.
You like this stuff, don't you?
I love this stuff.
All right, Jason Vargas. Let's close it out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Bruce Allen, has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 43 seconds into round 2, declaring your winner by technical submission to an arm triangle choke, Raul Lopez. All right, Raul, man, congratulations on the victory. You came in tonight giving up a little bit of length, giving up a little bit of size. Tell us how good it feels to get such a technical submission.
Oh, it feels great, man. I'm not gonna lie, the first round, I was feeling the length. I was like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna finish this. I took him to the ground, I got his arm on the other side, and I was like, man, I can try it, you know? It ain't gonna hurt.
Well, it was definitely a beautiful submission. Great entry for submission of the night. Before I let you get to the celebration, is there anything you want to mention before we do that?
I just want to thank my family, thank all my friends, thank all my sponsors. They always have my back. I never feel alone, it's great.
Well, Raul, we're definitely looking forward to your next trip to the cage. Until then, man, enjoy your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your winner, Raul Lopez.
Smoke weed every day.
And we keep rolling here at Caged Aggression, the Trilogy, Night 2. Up next, Moy Medina versus Jeff Tooley. And Medina fighting out of Wanderlei MMA. How do you say that? Is it Wanderlei MMA or is it Vandalay? What do we got with that W?
What letters does it start with?
Starts with the W.
Actually, it's supposed to start with, no, it's Wanderlei.
It's Wanderlei, that's what I'm saying.
It's Wanderlei.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was Wanderlei.
Yeah, like
Wanderlei Silva.
Right.
Yeah, no, I want to know so that if I ever come face to face with Wanderlei Silva, that I say it right so he doesn't stare at me to death and cripple me with his eyes.
Well, because you don't want to call him Juan.
No, I don't think I would do that.
Wanderlei.
Yeah, Wanderlei. Oh, Moy Medina came up watching his cousin Christian Rodriguez fight, excited to show his skills. Feels like he's a freestyle fighter and can basically be comfortable anywhere. Looks up to his cousin Christian Rodriguez and Marlon Chito Vera. Marlon Chito Vera, very much top contender in the UFC and really has become a star over the last couple of years.
He's got a big fight coming up tomorrow night.
He absolutely does.
And Sandhagen and he are going to go at it. Sandhagen might be in trouble with him.
I think he is in trouble with him. You know how much MMA and momentum have to do with one another, and he's got that momentum in a very exciting style of fight.
What's he got? 8 KO finishes, 10 submission finishes, never been finished. Tall order for Sandhagen.
About as tough a customer as they come, Pat Miletich.
Yeah.
We are in agreement on that one. Jeffrey Tooley stepping down. He fights out of Peoria Athletic Club.
Very good team.
Absolutely.
Ryan Blackerby, head coach over there. Known Ryan for, holy cow.
Go ahead, say it. How many years?
My whiskers were blonde.
Oh, my goodness.
And brown back then.
So it's got to be a good 15, 20 years, if not more.
5.
Oh.
No, it's been 25.
I was going to say, you wish 5. Oh. So he got into MMA through his family-owned martial arts school. Feels like this one's going to be a banger. Feels like his advantages are speed, heart, and knowledge. Looks up to GSP, as well as his coaches. Started at the age of 5. Here we go, baby. Again, night 2, Caged Aggression. Get in over at cagedaggression.tv and make your voice heard. Right now, it's a 50-50 split, according to the fans. Anybody's ball game if fighting were a ball game.
Gonna be a scrap.
But I got news for folks. It ain't no ball game.
No.
It's the business.
This was the original sport, wrestling and pancration, before ball sports were invented.
Well, I'm going to take your word from that history, Mr. Miletich.
Wrestling, pancration, back in the ancient Greek Olympic Games, Jason.
Yeah, but I feel like...
You're the historian here. Come on,
I know, but I don't want to take anything away from the native tribes that were using the heads of their enemies in soccer-like practices. Come on, Pat. I'm just saying, I wasn't around. I always tell people I'm 40-something years old. I barely know what happened 4 minutes ago, let alone 40 years ago, 400 years ago, or thousands of years ago. Here he goes, stepping into the cage. It's Jeff Tooley, and we're going to kick it up to Jason Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Bantamweight Division, powered by Mitt Beast Boxing and MMA. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 136 pounds. He trains at Vanderlei Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. Joining us from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Moy Medina. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 134 pounds. He trains at the Peoria Athletic Club and is sponsored by Jan Graff Repairs, Josh Scott Fight Photography, Soldiers with Tats, Kitchen Buds, and Meltdown Creative Works. Joining us from Bloomington, Illinois, Jeffrey Whiplash Tooley. Hey.
And we are ready to roll. They are ready, and they step into the middle of the cage, tap the hands, and here we go. Good leg kick there from Tooley. Another leg kick. Another leg kick. Tried to answer from Medina.
Medina firing that jab back.
Couple front kicks right there. Ooh, left, right from Medina. Clearly gets through.
Medina's got very good mechanics on his punches.
I was going to say those were quick. Good leg kick from Medina. Seems to be a little bit more comfortable right now. Slightly smaller fighter. Left, right just misses.
He's a step inside the kicks. Catch Tooley coming in.
And I'll tell you what, I don't hate Jeff's game plan right now. You know, he's staying on his toes. He's circling the cage. He's landing those leg kicks. He's keeping the distance. And if he can continue to do that, it's going to be more difficult for Medina to sneak those 1-2s in.
Doing a good job with the safety zone. He knows how long his limbs are, and he knows how long Medina's limbs are.
And we just said it, Pat. You know, he's just slightly bigger than Medina, slightly taller, slightly longer. Yeah. He's using that. He's got to be careful. He's closing that distance. Another good leg kick.
Every time, Tooley's circling to the left. To his right, I should say.
Another good leg kick.
Medina's left. Medina needs to be throwing the right hand and then following with the left hook.
Ooh, sets up a head kick. Oh, right hand gets through for Tooley. Big shots. Medina goes for the takedown, changes levels. Good job closing the distance and trying to recover. That one put him down, Pat.
Straight down to the knee.
Here we go. Hey, let's be hungry here, all right? Let's get a takedown.
Medina's corner talking for the takedown.
Oh, missed that. Get yourself in trouble doing that.
About a minute left in this round.
See if Medina's recovered here. Medina a little apprehensive now after feeling that power.
Absolutely. But Jeff playing it smart right now, you know, going back to the leg kicks, just missed there. Not rushing it, trying to set up that head kick. Ooh. See, he's got to be careful about getting put up against the cage. That's where he's closing the distance. Big right!
He hit a knee tap with the overhand right.
Yes, he did. Going for hammer fist, trying to make a case for this round. In my opinion, he's got to land.
He's going to get up kicked if he's not careful.
Definitely has to be careful. Into his guard. 24 seconds left. Dina on top, trying to grind down.
Cornerman being smart, speaking Spanish.
I like that.
Julie doesn't understand Spanish, probably.
5 seconds left. Close round, tough round to call. Did he do enough to take that away with the knockdown? I don't think so either.
You know, it's funny, in Japan when we fight over there, they would speak English to their fighters when they'd say kick, kick, punch, punch, and they'd listen to them. And I'm like, why wouldn't you guys speak Japanese? Like Utsuki Zuki, upside down punch, right? Like Zuki is punch, right?
Okay.
Stuff like that. Gary, you know, all these different words. I'm like, why don't you? And I back then, actually, I spoke a little bit of Japanese from doing so much karate, teaching in Japanese, but they tell you what they're going to do.
I mean, that's interesting.
Yeah. I don't know why you would do that.
You know, I'll say this. As much as I love Japanese and Asian MMA, it's been a while since we've had a dominant champion in one of the larger organizations. Really
hasn't been a Sakuraba for a long time.
And even Machida was Brazilian, right?
Right.
You know? Here we go. Getting ready for round 2. Very active round 1. Fans think Medina might take it, 60+%, but again, I think that first round is Tully. Leg kick exchanged for that right hand of Medina getting through. Gotta watch it.
Medina got to move his head a little bit more too.
There you go. Así.
Coming in with the uppercut. Instead, he gets clipped on the exchange.
Paid for that on the way in, huh?
Yes, he did. That's the counter when you bring that hand down. Medina pressing the axe and takes a jab.
Medina needs to move his head off center when he's jabbing his way in. Gotta move the head.
Again, Jeff doing a good job of circling. He's getting closer and closer to that cage, which is what Medina wants.
Lock the hands. See if he gets a lift.
He's looking for it. Medina doing a good job of bracing himself and
Medina's
fighting
got
the
some
takedown.
big legs and strong hips.
He really does. Good inside knee. I like that. Really good inside knee, but Medina turning it around.
Armin
Looking at that neck.
guillotines, trying to snap him down. Got out.
About halfway through round 2.
Oh, one of the spinning technique there.
Good leg kick. Good inside leg kick, left, right from Medina. Neither of those that landed clean, but they did land.
When he knocks Tully back, he needs to step in where Tully's body used to be and close the distance again.
Exchange of leg kicks again. Medina really just walking through those leg kicks, which is surprising to me. Continuing to come forward. I mean, I can see the bruising around the knee and the back of the leg. Medina still pressing the action.
Oh,
ooh, looks for the spinning action.
Did not hit. Solid. Julie getting creative now.
Big winging punch from Medina. That might have been his most desperate attack yet. I really haven't seen him get that out of control yet.
Just got to cut Tully off more. He's following him around the cage. Bring him back in with hard left hooks.
I mean, I'd almost want him to change levels and look for a quick takedown. Let's see what he can do.
There's the hook. He's
ground.
circling in. Finish with the hook. He's always circling that leg. Let him walk into the power.
Medina giving up his own leg kick right there. There's Jeff going to that same leg. Looking at that high kick again. 10 seconds, close round. That one's a tough one to score.
Medina coming forward the whole time.
Ooh, and that right left pretty much solidifies it. That gets through.
Very could have, very well could have. 1 round apiece?
1 round apiece, Pat. If I had to bet my biscuits and gravy, I'd say that's what it is. Yabba Dabba Doobie. We love Yabba Dabba's House of Glass here, always sponsoring the caged aggression events, finding a special and innovative way to sponsor this time around.
Billboards.
Billboards everywhere, Pat. The kind of billboards that grab attention. Looking at both fighters in the corner, look like they're ready to go. Here we see that attempt at the takedown, and Medina doing a good job of stopping it.
Getting those legs apart.
Absolutely. There's that spinning attack, but as you can see, really nothing there. His forearm grazes the head, not a lot of contact. Really competitive fight right now. Here we go, round 3. Tap loves to start it off. Medina not moving forward as much right now.
Got to bring his feet with him. Shorter arms, he's got to step in.
Ooh, big body kick followed by a big right hand. Yikes. Another body kick. Right hand gets through for Jeff Tully. Oh,
in the eye
a little bit, but again, that might have been a knuckle.
They get on him right then.
It was tough to see whether or not, his hands were or fingers were extended. I mean, his fundamentals have been pretty good.
Both guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying he hasn't been sticking out and pawing too much, you know. His 1-2s have been pretty clean. Big head kick.
Both guys well trained.
Absolutely. I mean, this is high-level amateur.
And this is the way you're supposed to look with just a couple fights. You should have trained long enough to be this technically sound.
I mean, these guys are technically sound. And we got a hell of a kickboxing match going on.
And it says a lot about their coaching.
I agree. Ooh, right hand gets through for Jeff Tully. Another good leg kick. 90 seconds away from the decision on who it is. And really, whoever takes this round is probably taking this fight. Ooh, another spinning attack.
Doing spinning techniques going towards someone gives it away. I'm surprised. I've not seen anyone hit spin techniques moving away and luring people in. That's the way it used to be done. So I don't know. Maybe I'll give a seminar on how to actually do it.
I'll say this:
that's when you level people.
It's got a little bit of bad press since Valentina Shevchenko got a sloppy, which is, not her MO, with that spinning attack, and all of a sudden, Grasso came and took that belt.
Right.
Medina pressing the action with less than a minute to go. Left hand gets through for Medina. Left, right there.
Who wants it the worst? The most. Got to pull the trigger. Stepping in.
Another left, right. Looking for the head kick. Not quite there.
Gotta set that up.
And both guys tried that head kick throughout. He was either dodged or blocked just about every single time. Nothing really snuck through.
Good defensive skills for amateurs.
Right? He sneaks one through. I totally agree. Trying to solidify that takedown for it. Doesn't get it. Knee from Medina. Anybody's fight.
Has not been able to. He didn't take Medina down one time in that fight. 3 attempts, I believe. But good fight between both of them. Absolutely.
I would not be surprised if we saw a split decision here. That's absolutely a possibility. Let's take a look at some of the action. Round 3. Body kick into a right hand miss.
Both guys kicking at the same time there. There's the spin technique.
And again, completely blocked by the glove.
Yeah, Medina, great defense. Medina moved forward quite a bit in every round.
Very true.
Chalk that up to ring generalship. The attempted takedowns. Medina got to get some credit for stuffing all the takedowns as well. I don't know who won. It was very close. I'm not going to tell you who I think won. It was that close.
I think it could very well be a split decision. If you put a gun to my head, I'd probably say Medina took that third round, and he took that fight. You know, had Jeff Tooley gotten that takedown, maybe a different story, but he certainly didn't. So now we're just waiting on Jason Vargas to make it official and let us know which Scraptacular took home this fight.
I could call fights like that all night long.
That's right. We've been spoiled so far. They've all been pretty exciting.
It's like Jack Nicholson in Gold Rush. Remember they were going to hang him and the widow saved him?
Pat,
he had to dig gold out of the ground for him.
I never saw Gold Rush because I wasn't born in 1914. And now to Jason Vargas to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to our judges' scorecard for our decision. Our judges scored this contest 29-28 Tooley, 29-28 Medina, and 29-28 declaring your winner by split decision, Jeffrey Whiplash Tooley. All right, we're here with your victor after a very tough, very close fought decision victory, Jeffrey Tooley. Jeffrey, man, looked like you had him wobbled there in the first round. Tell us how that was and how frustrating it was not being able to put him away there.
Oh yeah, I cracked him, but dude's tough, nothing but respect to boy. He's a killer. But yeah, he's a killer.
There's been a little rumor about those PMT kicks too. Those were on display tonight. Let us know if there's anything you want to add to this or anyone you want to thank before I let you get to a much-deserved celebration.
Hey, first of all, I'm 3-1 in the past 5 months, and I think the bantamweight division deserves a new king. So, Daddy's here.
Shots fired, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it one more time for your winner tonight. Go ahead.
Shout out to Peoria Athletic Club. We're the best in the business. Let's go, baby.
Your winner one more time, ladies and gentlemen, Jeffrey Whiplash Tooley.
Hey, my name is John Steiger. I am the owner and arborist of Squirrels Tree Care in East Moline, Illinois. We have been serving the Quad City area since 2006. We specialize in high-risk removals, craning, and rigging. Our main focus is difficult tree care removals. We have specialized personnel that have been certified and trained properly in their area of expertise, as well as we have all the proper tools and equipment of the trade to help us get the job done safely and efficiently. Whether you're a city, municipality, or a private residence and you have a dangerous or a hazardous tree that you would like to get taken care of, you can give us a call. We are a fully licensed, bonded, and insured company.
And just like I had predicted, a close one, split decision. I felt like it could have gone either way.
You're Nostradamus.
I wouldn't go that far, Pat. I made an informed decision based on what I saw with my own eyes. Oh, what's that? What are you touching over here? I'm being rubbed down by Pat Miletich.
You have shoulder pads in your freaking jacket.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess there are.
Oh, my God.
Calling me out on national television. Thank you so much, Pat. I had to wear my fat guy's jacket, everybody.
Just wear a Packers jersey,
Just
bro.
so everybody knows, I put on a little weight. So my good ones I can't wear. And I had to put on my crappy jacket, and now I'm being degraded.
I put my hand on you, and I was like, wait a minute, what the hell is that?
I guess I might as well be wearing a bra, right,
Look,
Pat?
as much as
Jamie Ryan entering the cage. And the Peoria Athletic Club. Grew up watching UF fights with his father. Started wrestling in grade school and began training Muay Thai and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu after high school. Always had the drive to fight. I guess so, with all those different disciplines. Feels like it's an incredible matchup. Jameis is a well-rounded and battle-tested opponent. While this is his debut, his experience fighting in Muay Thai and countless BJJ matches have given him the confidence and the skill set he believes to win this MMA matchup. Looks up to Demetrius Johnson. I mean, that's a good guy to look up to. I mean, Mighty Mouse is about as mighty as it gets. And these are the smaller weight classes right here. Almost called it quits in 2017 after being hit by a car while running. Low survival chance with a long road to recovery. He never quit. And you wouldn't know it to look at him that he got, hit by a car.
Bravo for him.
Absolutely. And remember, over at CagedAggression.tv, we are taking your polling. Jameis is the fan favorite at over 70%. But again, Jamie Ryan got hit by a car, everybody. That's something you got to put into it. Although I got to tell you, I'm a fan of this guy. I think he brings the heat every time. Fighting out a regulator fight team in Robbins, Iowa. He's always wanted to do it, and he got the opportunity. As it knocked, he answered the door. Feels like his striking is what's going to bring him victory this evening. And he looks up to people like Alexander Volkanovski, maybe the pound-for-pound best out there, and then his coaches Eric Koch and Juan Roman.
And how can you beat walking into Hank Williams Jr.?
And you know what? Not only is he walking in, but he's got the haircut to go with the walk-in.
Yes, he does.
And with the beard, the haircut, the whole shebango.
The Molitsky.
Absolutely, and he enters the cage. We're ready to get this one started. Let's kick it to Jason Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for three 3-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Flyweight Division, powered by NitroTickets.com. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall and weighed in at 125 pounds. He trains at the Peoria Athletic Club. Joining us from Peoria, Illinois, Jamie Ryan. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 124 pounds. He trains at Regulators Fight Team and is sponsored by Midnight Promotions, Ariel Smith, Hydra Fab, Shamball Racing, Barely Legal Farms Incorporated, Midwest Shoot Indoor Range, Wenzel Farms, and Affinity Taxidermy. Joining us from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Jameis Wilson.
And we are ready to get it done. Get ready for action, folks, because Jameis believes he's one of the most exciting 115, 125ers out there, and I believe it. Don't blink. Jameis with a body shot. I like that. A lot of strikers. Oh, takes a right, though.
Gonna move that head, baby.
Goes for a head kick into a capoeira. Looks for the shot. Bullies him down.
Nice
I like that, too.
Beautiful job, ending up in cross sides.
And then stepping right over into mount. Flatten him out by going to those hips. Very impressive. Getting that body.
Jamie Ryan not enjoying his position right now.
No, and he's got a long ways in this round.
And his head's stuck up against the cage.
Yep, let's see if we can see some mini Mark Coleman action right now from Jameis. Does a good job of getting back in the half guard, though. Listening to his coaches right now, trying to roll to his side, not give up his neck too much. Jameis on top. Sneaking his head against the cage, taking over big shots.
That's good.
Big shots.
Very good balance by Winston, throwing heavy shots, surfing on top of him. Trying to run the pipe and gets in trouble again. Never hit your hips on the mat before your opponent if you can help it. You can see the state of Iowa on his back with the wrestler suplexing, hitting him with a suplex.
A suplex, is that how they say it?
Suplexy.
A suplexy. Ooh, big left hand from Jameis. Right hand's trying to finish this fight right now.
Very
Looking
physical.
at him, riding him,
Very
still
physical.
in full mount.
Physical fighter.
Looking for that face into the neck. Rolling him over, flatten him out. This could be the beginning of the end. Does a good job of rolling, but rolls with him.
He is staying stuck.
All over him. Looking for that neck right now. And he might get it. Nope, rolls. Punishing his opponent right now. Jameis Wilson like a man possessed. Full mount, smother him a little bit less than a minute. Try to finish this fight.
Jamie Ryan's got to get him back to at least half guard.
Now I got to tell you, he continues to do this. He lands 5 to 10 more strikes. There's not any other. Could be a 10-8 round. Absolutely could be a 10-8 round. I realize they're amateurs, but he is
no argument out of me.
Really had cage stewardship right now for almost all 3 minutes. Full mount, he has landed big. Those are not small shots. I'm looking at him from 2 feet away, folks. Another big left hand gets through on his jaw. I'll tell you what, Jamie Ryan has a hell of a chin. And he's still got fighting him. You know, he's rolling. He's trying to get out of there.
Yeah.
It just, you can't get rid of this guy. He's all over you.
At least got him back to guard with 5 seconds left in the round.
Yep. Easily a Jameis Wilson round, maybe even a 10. Really impressive stuff right there. That's a high pace.
Yeah.
High pace for even 3 minutes, folks.
Wilson wanted to come back across the ring and attack him again.
I mean, Wilson is as tough as they come. Again, if you missed it, if you're just tuning in, he got hit by a car, and not like car-on-car accident. Yes, he got hit by a car. That is that's a tough thing to come back from. Taking a deep breath in this corner.
Needless to say that Jamie Ryan needs to keep this fight standing. Correct?
I would have to be in agreement with you. I would not want to go back to the ground with Jameis Wilson after that performance, even if I was in full guard on top. You know, I would be hesitant to go for a takedown.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Landed that right hand early on.
Caught him off balance, though, because he was coming in with a leg kick.
Wilson hitting that single leg, dumping him, ended up in cross sides right away, then going to mount and going to work.
Here we go, round 2.
Uh-oh.
Closes the distance quickly. Jamie Ryan. Oh my God, just gets tossed wrestling style.
Trying to come out the back door, whizzer to mount. Dude, he's one step ahead.
I mean, you were talking about that suplex tattoo on his back right there.
Yeah.
And there,
back door, nice job. Leg lock attempt. Should have went for the leg lock there. It was there.
That was a hell of a body to body.
And canvas to body.
Yeah. Absolutely. Now here, in this position, obviously, you know, we're amateurs, but there are some MMA organizations, Risen, One being one of them. One actually has a show on tonight where you can knee to the head of a grounded opponent. And that would just be so lined up for Jameis right now. In fact, I would encourage him to start kneeing to the body with his right leg. It's wide open right there. And he's trapping that arm a little bit, but he steps right over.
He's just fundamentally better on the ground, period. Very, very good fundamentals.
Absolutely. 2 minutes to work.
I'm going to call him the Velcro Gnome.
The Velcro Gnome. Oh, big left. Another left gets through. Tell you what, Ryan does a good job picking his legs up, getting a little leverage, and turning it around.
Good job by Jamie Ryan there.
Absolutely. And right now, Jamie Ryan's
underhook. He's coming up and out. He's coming up and out.
Looking for that neck.
For the choke.
Might have it.
Oh,
big comeback if he does.
Trying to hook the leg.
And trying to get that arm out of the way as well.
Got to hook that leg.
He might be going to bed.
Snatch that bottom leg.
It's not quite locked in.
He's got to walk his fingers.
He just tightened it.
He's got to keep walking his fingers. You walk both hands, the fingers, you just keep walking.
A minute 13 left. Lost it. And that's not.
Giving up position is not
what you want to do against this kid.
It's not.
All right, well, let's see how much that affected Jameis Wilson. Jameis Wilson on top right now.
I bet he's quite angry, actually.
So it's the anger factor is what you're telling
You're
me.
motivated. When you get yourself in trouble like that, yeah, you say, okay, it's time to get after it.
Well, he's back on top, taking some shots from the bottom. Big left. Jamie fighting with a right from the bottom. And continue to try to fight from the bottom. Jameis Wilson still has to do a little work, in my opinion, to win this round.
Looking for a leg lock.
He's doing that work right now, though, folks.
Yeah, he put himself in jeopardy going for that leg lock, face wide open. Some things you can do in jiu-jitsu that you just don't want to do in MMA.
Absolutely. About 10 seconds left in this round. Really a tighter round to call, especially right now. I'm stepping over, getting the mount.
I got to go with Wilson again.
You think so, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Man, it might be that submission attempt for me, but hard to argue with a UFC Hall of Famer.
He reverse position, mounted again, you know, all that sort of stuff.
Absolutely.
Beating on him.
So we're going to round 3. Jameis showing some kinks in the armor. That submission attempt was close. You know, can't get too reckless.
No.
In fact, that's what I'm telling him if I'm in the corner. Here we are in side control where he's going to step over into full mount.
See how he plows that arm up out of the way with his leg and then goes to mount?
Yep, right there.
You know, that's something that Ryan cannot allow. He's got to get his game tighter on the bottom.
And the left, big time. Here's that choke attempt, which, again, pretty close.
Needed that leg. He's going to look at that film and go, man, so close. His heel touched his quad, almost hooked the leg, right?
Very, very close. Round 3 about to begin. Caged Aggression, the Trilogy. Ooh, good body shot from Jameis. Swing and a miss from Jamie Ryan. Head kick misses.
Oh, here we go.
Scoop and dump from Jameis Wilson.
Yep, coaching staff very smart.
Looking to step over, not quite there.
He's got it there. He's digging for that underhook, but Wilson blocking that.
Jameis just all over him. And he, just doesn't get that mount. Looking maybe for that neck, not much there. Feel like he really wants that mount and then try to go
for
to
a
that
mount
face.
guillotine is what he's going to try and do here.
Not sure if it's there. Still hunting that neck.
Good job by Wilson just moving on. It's not there. Okay, moving on.
And gets to step over into full mount. Been here several times in this fight. And he's dragging him over to the cage.
One thing Ryan will do is recognize he has to work immensely from the bottom.
Looking for that neck again. Trying to pull that choke. Not there.
Nice job there by Ryan to counter that. He can lock his... Oh, he rolled him through.
Wow. Just
now he's going
over.
for a choke.
That's incredible strength from Jameis Wilson right there. Just to bowl him over.
And feeling that tipping point where the weight was just there to take him across.
Jamie Ryan getting to his feet, looking for a takedown of his own. 1 minute to go in this fight. Jameis Wilson certainly looks like he has done enough to take the victory. Body shots from Jameis.
Knocking him off his hips.
Ooh, good shot to the head from Jameis. Looking for that mount yet again, gets it. Steps over, dragging him to the cage again.
He has been mounted, I don't know how many times, 6 times in this fight?
6 to 8, maybe more. If I had to guess. You know what? Looking at this fight, obviously, I'm telling Jameis, great job, but let's try to get the finish. You know, you don't want to put yourself in trouble.
And Ryan's hanging, man.
Yeah. And with
good
Ryan,
knees, good knees.
Oh, really good knee. Goes right back to the takedown.
Loaded up on the punch. He loaded up too much.
I mean, at that point, I do feel like he probably needed the finish to try to take the victory, so all bets are off. But again, what I'm telling him is, yeah, we've got to work on that ground game, find ways out. We can't get mounted as much, and let's work it all. You hear that? I say as much, he says it all. And the fans thought Jameis Wilson by overwhelming majority at 70+%.
Very entertaining fight, though.
Very much so, and I look forward to seeing Jameis again in the Caged Aggression cage. He always brings it. Really fun fight. And now we're just waiting for Jason Vargas to come in and make it official. I don't think this one's going to be a split.
Waiting on the scores.
We're watching some of the action right here. Takedown attempts.
Watch, he keeps dumping him on his hip.
There's that side control continually had.
Yeah. Big right hand.
And like you said, big miss, but at that point.
Going for the finish, baby.
That's right, going for that finish.
Entertaining night, though. I'm having a blast.
As am I. Fun way to spend my Friday night. We get to do it all over again one more time tomorrow night. And here comes Jason Vargas to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to our judges' scorecard for our decision. Our judges scored this contest 30-27, 30-27, and 30-26, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Jameis Wilson.
So one judge did have it at 10-8.
Absolutely. He did the work in there. Dominated that first round.
All right, we're here with a victorious Jameis Wilson. Jameis, you show huge improvements every time you step in this cage. Did a great job controlling the fight no matter where it was tonight. What was the game plan coming into tonight?
Coming into it, just doing my game, you know. Not really worried about what he's doing in his camp, what they train. Focuses on me, what I do, and I mean, I just showed you what regulators and myself are about, so.
Well, look, before you get back to the locker room and start the celebration, give any shout outs, anyone you want to thank, or anything I might have forgot.
Well, I'd like to give a big shout out to my fans, my family. I love you guys, the loudest ones in here tonight. Also, all my sponsors, thank you guys. It couldn't be happening without you guys and the Regulators Fight Team and all my support.
Well, look, you got a much-deserved celebration coming up. Enjoy the victory. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your winner, Jameis Wilson.
Having issues with your furnace? Call Old Town Heating and Air. Whether your unit needs repair or replacement, Old Town Heating and Air will get your residential or commercial space back to cozy conditions. Here at Old Town Heating and Air, we treat our customers like family. Please give us a call to schedule an appointment.
The better fighter of this. That's who he looks up to, and he's got a purple belt under Carlson Gracie Jr. and Travis Tarpon. That is no small feat, accompanied by many of his teammates. And this one should be a good-to-go scrap. Not sure what the music is here. feels like it could be Eminem, but not so much. I don't know. It's got a beat. It's got a backdrop. Pat Miletich is bobbing his head to it. He got a little shy on me, folks.
Hey, you know what? For the guys that on Wednesday night sparring, the guys that had shitty rhythm, I would make them listen to R&B, some rap. Tell them, get some rhythm. Stop listening to friggin' country all the time. The rhythm sucks.
So what you're telling me is you brought NWA and Dre into the gym.
Oh, yes, yes.
I would expect nothing less.
Dude, NWA when I was young.
It's my fave.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know,
you were 7.
I think I was maybe, when NWA was around, just turning into a teenager.
Okay.
Just around that time.
Yeah.
I remember the big thing was, what was it? Luke Campbell had that one song that was just a little too controversial.
What was the name of that one?
I'm not going to say it on air, Pat.
Wait a minute, but this is our internet pay-per-view.
This is our
There might be kids watching.
That's right, for the children, Pat.
Yes.
Bailey Bisconte out of Marty's MMA, making his way down, fights out of Moline. His 6 older brothers made him want to wrestle. Gee, I wonder why. Wrestling made him want to get into MMA, and 5 years ago, he began that journey. Feels like this one's going to be a great back and forth fight, but feels like he's going to get the win, wants to avenge a loss. Feels like he has a strong wrestling base, and his agility and ground game are what's going to bring the victory. Looks up to Chael Sonnen. Now, it is, I guess, important to note that Gall missed this 145 bout by 8 pounds. That's quite a bit, and as a wrestler at heart, you're not too happy with that, Pat Miletich.
Well, look, ultimately it comes down to you sign on the dotted line, you make weight, period. And it's been an epidemic the past several years of people missing weight. It's just, I never missed weight from 6th grade till I was 42. I don't know.
Let's kick it to Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Featherweight Division, powered by Princeton GMC. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighed in at 155 pounds. He trains with Dedication Fight Team and is sponsored by McCarl Family Racing, Of Heaven and Earth, FNXN Soft Tissue Therapy, Tats by Frank, Yabba Dabba's House of Glass, Kratom Corner, Brandy's Place, The Sweet Science, Tarpin's Martial Arts, Wake Brewing Company, and Say Uncle Photography. Joining us from Wapello, Iowa, Caleb Gator Gall. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighed in at 143 pounds. He trains with Marty's Martial Arts and is sponsored by A+ Roofing and Siding. Joining us from Moline, Illinois, Bailey the Butcher Bisconte.
And the man dance is about to begin. Caleb Gall coming in as the favorite at 73+% at the polls. If you want to change that, go check out CagedAggression.tv and make your voice heard. And here we go. They step in, they touch gloves. Body kick from Bailey. Left from Bailey coming in.
Good knee by Bailey there.
Pretty exciting start right here. Leg kick from Bailey. Left, right from Caleb Gall gets through. Charging him. Looking for that neck early. Not quite there.
Looking for a trip.
Definitely trying to bully him around the cage by that neck right now.
And Caleb Gall quite a bit bigger.
Quite a bit bigger indeed.
A lot more
Looking
strength.
for that choke. Gets the knee into the body from underneath. Bailey Bisconte turning that body around.
Try to hip toss and
gets the trip. Gets the trip.
That was tricky.
Yes, it was. Let's see what he can do with it. He's in full guard.
That was some old Rico Chiapparelli style wrestling.
He's got to watch that leg. It's creeping.
See if anybody can hit me up if they know who Rico Chiapparelli is.
I will claim ignorance, but I like his name, Chiapparelli.
Wrestled in Iowa.
Really? He didn't work for Larry the Goon down in New York City?
Well,
with a name like Chiapparelli, Pat.
Well, he came from out east.
Okay. Caleb got that leg kind of on lockdown, stopping any offense from Bailey, doing a good job.
Reverse heel hook.
Oh, yeah, he's got that in.
Trying to lock it up.
That could be it. Well, I'm not sure what we were looking at there. Oh, they're both looking for it. Both still looking for those heels. Tough to see from the angle we're at. And again, Caleb Gall looking for that heel. Oh, that one hurts. He's tapping. Caleb Gall grabs that leg. Well, he's standing, so nothing's broken at least.
If you're unsure in those situations, you've got to bail. You've just got to bail.
Let's talk about that, because so many people see a heel hook and they're like, how could that stop somebody? And how couldn't they get out of it? Couldn't he close the distance? But you're at such a point where, you know, your bones are already kind of separated.
Well, it's massive spiral torquing of the ankle, the lower leg, into the knee joint. So there have been injuries that are so horrific that it's a spiral fracture where the tibia is in friggin' 40 pieces. And the knee joint has a spiral fracture into it, you know, so
you're saying that small move on the ankle can come all the way up to your knee and do irreparable damage.
Like, yeah, you're done. Like, you're done. Especially the reverse heel hook, which is even scarier.
Well, certainly a big finish. Caleb Gall comes across the victor in the first round.
Wins the battle of legs.
Wins the battle of legs indeed. And here's Jason Vargas to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes into round one, declaring your winner by submission to heel hook, Caleb Gator Gall. All right, we're here with your winner, Caleb Gall. Caleb, it's been a little bit since you've been in the caged aggression cage. Congratulations on the victory. Hey, what makes tonight different for you?
You know what? Honestly, I'm kind of pissed off. First time I never weighed weight. I'm gonna snitch on myself right now. Bailey said, let's fucking go. So we came in here, made it fucking happen. I appreciate you, Bailey. Hey, don't hang your head, baby.
Well, it's definitely always an entertaining time every time you step into the cage. Anything you want to add to this, Caleb? Anyone you want to thank or anything I left out, bud?
I want to thank all my fans, all my sponsors, Mike and his wife. Hey, thank you for every fucking time bringing me on the show. This is number 12 for me, baby, and this is just the start of it. Let's go.
All right, we got a very excited Caleb Gall here. We're gonna let him get back to the celebration, but before we do that, let's hear it one more time for your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Caleb Gator Gall.
The Bud Light logo makes people think our seltzer is a beer, so we recruited retired NFL player Nick Mangold to block it out.
Twice this year?
My mom was
so jealous. Oh, it's a hard seltzer. Wow, that's a lot of tape.
Bud Light Seltzer. No beer, just great taste.
And we are back.
Don't ever hit me again.
It wasn't hitting you.
You just hit me again.
So Miletich is over here without his headset on. I'm like bumping him because we're on the air.
I know we're on the air, but I want to.
Listen, guys, if I catch a head kick or a back fist,
there's this looping knuckle technique to the spine.
The spine?
Yeah.
You want to injure my back for the rest of my life? Thank you so much, Pat. I
you
thought
can
we
do
were
your
closer.
podcast from a wheelchair.
Oh, how dare you? Why, so I can cry for the first half of it every day? Brandon Trees coming down to Iowa at an Iowa Martial Arts. And it's a good thing me and Pat had some banter, because one of the things that Brandon Trees doesn't like to do is fill out fighter sheets. But I can tell you from the look on his face, he's well-groomed and has a fierce beard.
He's not a man of many words. He's here to fight.
That is correct. And that's what we like to see. It's 50-50 over at CagedAggression.tv. Get it in. Noah Bellini about to make his way down the cage for this Battle Royale just before our intermission, folks. About halfway through here at Caged Aggression, night 2 of the Trilogy.
And it's not even 9 o'clock.
Pat Miletich very proud of the production meeting that we had earlier, and I think that it's a smoother, funner show tonight than last night.
The guy that got punched in the head for a living actually kind of helping out a little bit.
Hey, man, all I'm saying is don't punch me, because I didn't get punched in the head for a living. How about that? Noah Bellini, you hear the crowd going wild. Caged Aggression veteran. Fights out of Sauk Valley Jiu-Jitsu and UFS Academy under Nick Meyer. He's looking to win. I like that. You're not coming in there to lose. That's a good outlook. Basically, when he says, what are my strengths in MMA, you know what he answered? MMA.
Oh, there you go.
Well, there you go. And he looks up to people like Austin Hubbard and Nick Meyer. Austin Hubbard, of course, a Caged Aggression veteran and recently chosen and a part of Tough over on the UFC's Ultimate Fighter path.
Yeah. The guys from Illinois will, in a heartbeat, take a fight in Iowa just to get out of Illinois for a while.
It's not that bad. Yes, it is. No, it's not.
Yes, it
no,
is.
it's not. No, it's not. Yeah, look, I love the Quad Cities. I love the Illinois side. I find that it has the same problems that my former home in upstate New York had to New York City, is that you are beholden to the policies and politics of the few, of the corrupt, in a place that otherwise has good-natured, good-hearted,
Good human
honest
beings.
people. And with that being said, he enters the cage, Bellini makes his rounds, and we are going to kick it to Jason Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Amateur Lightweight Division, powered by Banker's Life, Kaylee Reagan. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 155 pounds. He trains at the Iowa Martial Arts Center. Joining us from Waterloo, Iowa, Brandon Trees. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet tall and weighed in at 156 pounds. He trains at Sauk Valley Jiu-Jitsu, Nick Meyer, and is sponsored by Rituals Chiropractic and Wellness, Sonny's Professional Cleaning Service, The Cooler, AKA the coolest bar in town, Hootie's Graphic Designs, and Smeltzer Insurance Agency. Joining us from Rock Falls, Illinois, Noah Bellini.
Brandon Trees, Noah Bellini, battle of the crew cut and the full head of hair, fierce beard monster. It's about ready to happen.
Can't say the white guy with the black trunks, can you?
No, because they both have black trunks. Correct, Pat. Although there's dead black and then there's black and white, I guess. But come on, look at that hair. My goodness. That is model ready right there. Don't act like that's not the George Michael from the 80s that we all remember.
Hey.
I can hear Faith in my head right now. Close the distance quick there. Big left. Oh, big right from Bellini.
Oh,
head
big
kick
head
from
kick.
Bellini.
He's rocked and trying to get a takedown.
And
he
gets
needs
that
to clear the cobwebs now. Is he cut from that shin bone bouncing off his forehead?
I haven't seen any blood yet.
See that little convulsion he had after that impact?
I did. I did indeed. Ooh, big right hand from the top.
Payback time.
That's right.
That's what he's thinking.
Brandon not messing around, trying to get loose though.
Is he looking for a leg lock? He's holding onto that leg pretty tight.
I'm not quite sure if he's just trying to get up and get back to the feet.
Armbar coming.
Tough to tell from this angle whether he's got anything at all.
Trying to get the half guard. Gets there. Bellini doing a good job controlling that arm, but
certainly opened him up, and that's a left from Trees.
Yeah, Trees did a good job getting his shin bone on his arm. Oh yeah, he's bleeding on the hairline, buddy.
Yes, he is.
The shin bone did the work.
Absolutely scalped him. Ooh, left, right from Bellini on the way out. Doing a good job of keeping the distance. Really, he's only faltered by not keeping his balance. Left, right, misses from Trees. Bellini with the inside leg kick, about a minute to go in the first round. Very exciting action. Trees trying to close the distance with that body shot, getting a little wild on the second one in.
Bellini showing good composure.
Absolutely.
Keeping good distance.
Ooh, right hand from Bellini on the way out. Left hand from Trees lands into the takedown.
Good transition into that takedown.
Absolutely, probably takes him the round right now, despite that head kick. He can do a little bit more action. You think so, huh?
No.
You're still a Bellini round man, huh?
No.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that Trees gets the round.
Bellini.
You're saying Bellini.
Bellini.
I don't know. He's on the top here. Last 30 seconds, getting strikes through. Second time he's been on top. Cleared him with that right hand in the takedown pad. We might be disagreeing. Doing the work. Finishing strong. 10 seconds left.
Bellini doing a great job of defending himself on the ground here.
I'm not saying he wasn't. I think that he opened up Bellini's mouth. I think we got two bloody fighters right now. Fun scrap, fun first round. Let's see some of the action, Pat, so we can have an argument over it.
Let's do that.
That's what I'd like to see. I'd love to see that head kick. You know, it happened so fast. It was really hard to see whether or not. I mean, obviously got through. Yep, absolutely.
Trees getting in on that double leg.
Takes him down there. Takes him down again. That head kick, however, does remain probably the most significant strike of that round for sure. And here we go, getting ready for round two. Very competitive fight. Brandon Trees coming in as the slight underdog at almost 48% over at the CagedAggression.tv polling. And here we go. Bellini with the leg kick. A lot of head movement with Bellini. I like that.
Switching up southpaw. Head kick coming. Yep, back to southpaw.
Moreno pressing the action here.
And Bellini stepping sideways. Lateral motion, very good.
Leg kick on the inside.
Front kick to the face. That hurt him.
Oh, right hand. He's out. Stop the fight. I would have stopped it. He was a flash knockout.
And then he got hit again and woke back up. Bellini brought him back into the fight.
I don't think the kick landed to the head. I think
it did.
The
It hit right in the face.
I thought he got hit with the strike after in the face. I thought he took the right hand.
He got rocked. He started to go down, and then he got hit again.
It looks like he's recovered pretty well.
He's hurt, dude.
On his wheels a bit.
He is hurt. His balance is not there.
Oh, big front kick. I'd have to agree. Not a lot of defense. Bellini looking to pick him apart with 2 minutes left.
Oh, nice. Short drag. Takes his back.
Bellini trying to roll out of it. Rolls.
Good job by Trees to survive that and get a takedown.
Absolutely.
Tough guy.
Very tough.
Because he was in trouble.
And his face is showing it right now.
Yeah. Faucet's dripping.
Looking for that arm bar key lock right there. Possibly able to pull it behind him.
Got to get him in guard to hit that.
Looking almost for a straight.
I'm telling you, dude, Trees is still big time hurt. Look at him.
His face is showing it for sure.
I mean, his eyes are telling me he's really struggling. He might be able to hit this now that he's getting him in the guard.
He's not giving up on it. He's worked on it for a good 30, 45 seconds at this point. Does it, gives it up.
He went, did he just drop from that back fist? The hammer fist?
Ooh, good right from Trees. Shots from the bottom. Trees trying to posture up.
A lot of heart there by Trees.
Absolutely. Another great round. Really exciting night of fights here.
We're going to have to dry up the slip and slide after this round.
Ooh, a couple rights sneak through a bit. Good defense by Bellini not to get hit clean. Good body shot from Trees from the top. And now it's hog wild. 20 seconds left. Really getting after it. This is just round 2.
That's correct.
5 seconds to go. Left, right from Trees lands.
Trees pouring it on.
He is, but can you give him that round after that? Let's hope we get to see that.
No, I've got to give it to Bellini.
Yeah, I think that one is Bellini. I think it's 1-1. You think it's 2-0.
I think it's 2-0. Yeah.
But I'd love to see that kick into the strike. The one that really rocked him before that front
Let's
kick.
see if we can get that for a replay, guys. Front kick to the face. Sagged him. He almost went down from that. Then the punch hit him and he went down. That's when Bermas was screaming, "Stop it!"
Here we go. Here we go. Well, I felt like he was knocked out. Well, I guess we're not going to get it. How you doing, Al? But Trees ending strong on top for sure. A lot of heart, a lot of determination. His corner may be telling him, though, he needs the finish.
They are
I'd have to
drying
agree.
that place up. A lot of work in there. Good work by the ring crew, cage crew.
And here we go, round 3. Crowd into it, head kick slips through. Doesn't want another one of those, Pat. That could be a game ender.
Bellini circling out again, very smart.
Left, right. Right hand gets through.
Oh, man, good job. Bellini shutting that down. Trees just hauls him against the cage and in on the double.
So much brute strength. I mean, that's a tough, strong guy.
And think of how much punishment his beak is taking trying to get into there.
Quite a bit. Not only his beak, his noggin.
Yeah.
My goodness. I mean, they say the top of the head is the harder part of the body. When that starts bleeding from that shin bone, you question it.
Well, the little pumpers do bleed a lot. Good
Left,
job by
right
Trees.
gets through by Trees. No kidding.
Trees trying to pull this round out here.
Absolutely.
Get some retribution. Stay face to face with him. Bleed on him, right?
Absolutely. I'm with you, Pat.
Nothing illegal about that.
Not a bit. Reminds me of that Joe Daddy Stevenson bloodbath
Kenny
with BJ
Florian
Penn.
or
No,
BJ
BJ Penn, yeah.
BJ beat him half to death.
I'd never seen so much blood flowing.
Yeah.
Crowd is into it, chanting away. This one is, in my opinion, obviously a Brandon Trees round. I'd say he needs some real domination if he wants to make it a 10-8. And then that could possibly get him the win or a majority draw or a no decision.
Finish.
I mean, a 10-8 makes it close, Pat.
I just don't see him scoring 10-8. He's not being that dominant. He's being wrapped up a lot, you know. Bellini doing a pretty good job defending from underneath.
I'd have to agree. A little over 30 seconds to go in the fight. Left hand sneaks through for Trees. Definitely his round right now.
Trees needs to pass the guard. Got to push that leg down and go over.
10 seconds to go. Trees trying to end strong with a couple shots. Bellini doing a good job of deflecting most of them.
Trees wins the last round.
Absolutely.
Tell you what, Trees is one tough character.
Yes, he is.
Just
Pat.
needs a little more balanced skill set.
You're damn right he hit him kicked him in the face. See that? We're bringing him in, right? We're bringing to Austin, yeah. Right, yeah. Put him in the middle. Yeah. Here, when we stand up and do it, right? Are we standing up for this?
Judges tabulating their scores here. Last fight before the intermission. One hell of a battle. Trees pulling out the last round, most likely, after taking some real punishment. Out of Waterloo, Iowa.
And I got a chance to watch that second round kick to the face. You were dead on.
Well, thank you. That's very kind of you.
Move that face in a manner. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I'm not saying you're blind, Pat.
No, I'm just saying thank God I never got hit with that front kick to the face.
I mean, it doesn't look like it felt good.
No.
It looked like the opposite of feeling good. Unless you're into some weird stuff.
We call that the fillet of soul.
Is that right? The fillet of soul.
Yes.
Doesn't sound too delicious to this guy.
A little different taste.
Absolutely. Waiting for Vargas to get in there with the official decision, tallying the scores.
I think
I know you gave Bellini that first round, but I thought it was much closer.
Look, dude, Iowa used to be #1 in the nation in education until they started the Department of Education. Now we've fallen obviously well down the ranks with the math skills, adding things up.
Well, Fatherly.com just told the American people that yes, our IQ is lower, but that's not a bad thing, Pat. I think we need dumber people. Let's listen to Fatherly.com. Vargas in the cage to make it official. Let's see who takes it home.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to our judges' scorecard for our decision. All three judges scored this contest 29-28, declaring your winner by unanimous decision, Brandon Trees.
Oh, whoa, bro.
Pat Miletich upset about that one, but I said, hey, close first round.
Oh, stop.
Listen, I thought there could have been a split decision there, Pat, but I gave him the first. I obviously
Come on
gave
over,
him the
Brandon.
third.
Hey, we're here with our winner tonight, Brandon Trees. Brandon, hey man, congratulations on such a hard-fought, tough victory. When the decision was read, was there any surprise in you?
No, there wasn't, but there was a surprise in my performance. I was moving like shit, but we'll get better next time.
Can you elaborate on that a little more?
My head was slow, my feet were slow. Just wasn't as present as I should have been.
I got you. Well, hey, got the job done tonight. Walking away with a victory against a tough opponent, Noah Bellini. Hey, is there anything you want to mention, anyone you want to thank before I let you get to the celebration and relax a little?
Just my opponent for coming out here and putting both our skills to the test. You always win or lose, you learn something from it.
Well, it was definitely an exciting show to watch. We appreciate everything. Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your winner tonight, Brandon Trees.
What a first half we have, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of finishes in the beginning. We had that first round sub by Chad Hinton, that second round sub by Raul Lopez. Before we get to more, we're here with Austin Hubbard, currently a part of Tough's Ultimate Fighter, UFC veteran, caged aggression veteran. How you doing today, sir?
Doing great. Glad to be here.
So obviously you can't talk too much about Tough, but kind of overall tell us what the experience has been the last few weeks.
It was quite the experience. I just got back last week. You know, it's different, you know, being cut off from the world like that for a number of weeks, not be able to listen to music, watch TV, talk to your loved ones. But it was good. You know, I was able to focus. You know, I went out there. I had a good time. It was a great experience, and I think it's going to bring a lot of good opportunities.
Now, Austin, obviously we've known each other for a long time. You've always been a very tough guy, and you've improved greatly over the years. But I've got to ask about Conor McGregor and the scenes he probably put on in there. We know how Conor is. Are they going to rename his whiskey brand Improper 12?
He's quite the guy.
Politically correct.
Yeah. He's a good guy. You know, he's an entertainer for sure. He's kind of the center of his world. You know what I mean? He was cool to me. You know, I have nothing bad to say, but he goes to his own tune for sure.
Yes, he does.
So rolling this out, without telling us too much, what's the future for Austin Hubbard in the coming months?
Yeah, the show airs Tuesday, May 30th, 9 p.m. on ESPN. Coming months, you know, I'm just going to be training, getting ready for any opportunity that may come.
All right, it sounds great. We're going to have you in the cage after this intermission. So, folks, we'll see you in about 5 or 10 minutes when we kick off the main part of Caged Aggression, Night 2, the Trilogy.
All right, folks, we're back here live at the River Center. We're going to take a brief 10-minute intermission. We just finished up the preliminary portion of tonight's card. We're going to get reset. When we come back, we're going to have the main portion of tonight's card, including our title fights and all of our professional fights. We'll see everyone right back here in 10 minutes.
We are back at Caged Aggression. I am with the co-main event, Jeff Jepson. He's fighting Eric Vo. First of all, tell us how this camp went.
It went pretty good. I had an opponent change about a month ago, so changed up a little bit.
So what does that do for you with this new opponent?
Not really. I'm looking forward to this guy. It's a rematch from 15 years ago.
Oh, so this is the comeback right here. You can't wait to get this one back, or did you get him the first time?
He got me the first time. Decision, went all 3 rounds as an amateur.
Okay.
I'm ready.
So, are you looking to finish this fight? I mean, that would be the cherry on top, a knockout, a submission. What are you looking to do in there?
Just win.
Just win. Anything else for the fans, Jeff?
Be ready for a good fight.
I'm here with Eric Vo, last-minute replacement coming up against Jeff Jepson. This is a rematch. Tell us how it's going to go down.
This is going to be a high-paced barn burner fight. I know Jeff is going to come in and really try to get that win back. He's definitely training really hard for that, and I think I got what it takes to keep that win going.
So what is the mentality of stepping in last minute against somebody you've already faced? You know, he feels like he wants to get that win back. You want to put him to sleep this time because it was a decision last time.
Yeah, definitely. I think over the years I've learned what it takes to finish him. He's one of those guys that you got to give everything to, because if you don't, it's gonna go to decision. And I want it to be definitive this time. No questions asked. I'm a better fighter.
Well, Eric, we're excited for it. Anything else for the Caged Aggression fans?
No, see you guys tomorrow night. It'll be a great fight. Thanks for showing up.
All right, Caged Aggression fans, I'm going to geek out for a second here because I'm with what I would consider a legendary scrapper in MMA. I've watched you for years, Dan Hornbuckle. In fact, I watched you run in Bellator. I know you are a game fighter. I am super excited to see you in the main event here at Caged Aggression. Tell us about this bout.
Oh my goodness, I'm excited to be coming back to Caged Aggression to defend my title, and we got a good opponent against Dan Stitchin, and he's a veteran too, so he's gonna be there. He's gonna be game. He's gonna be sitting there, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna have to beat him up.
Well, they didn't give you a can. That makes it all the more exciting for me. What kind of finish are we looking for? Are we looking for it on the feet? We grabbing that neck? What are we doing?
I mean, there's no way to predict it, really. I mean, I'm looking for a knockout. That's just what I like to do. But if you leave your arm out there, you leave your neck, I'm going to take it and break it home.
Well, once again, guys, this is probably the highlight of my Caged Aggression career. So I can't wait. Anything else for the fans?
Oh, no, don't walk away. Don't put your drink down. Don't look away from the screen. I'm going to finish with something exciting.
So excited. Thank you so much. Thank you, man.
Portion of tonight's card. Don't forget to join us for the after party and awards ceremony at the Dam View Inn, just a few blocks away. That's here after the lights go out tonight. Dam View Inn, Caged Aggression 35 after party. And don't forget, we have one more final night coming up after tonight. Night 3, that's all after we end things tonight. We'll get into tonight's main card right now.
And here we go, kicking off the main part of the card. Sawdaw versus Brandon Peshik is how we're going to start that up. Sawdaw about to make his way down to the cage, fighting out of Vandalay Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. Hometown is Milwaukee. And for the final 3 fights of the broadcast, we brought him in yesterday. Joshua Chauvin, the other half of MMA Mobsters.
How we doing,
with Pat
fellas?
Miletich, is here with us today.
Good to see you, boys.
Yeah, good to see you. You added a lot to the show last night, and for the people that weren't watching last night, kind of give a quick breakdown of what you're going to be doing and the odds right now that you've set.
Nope, it looks like they cut his mic. I don't know what happened right there, but his mic was going just a second ago. Here we go, and go ahead, Josh.
Pat Miletich just threw me his headphones. What a great partner. Okay, Jason. So, I thought that I messed up 1,800 times last night. I called you Justin Bermas. I said we're at the Adler Theater, and I looked at their on camera the whole time. But the feedback has just been so humbling for me. I've had people texting me on social media, come up to me in person saying, my buddy's watching at home. We bet using your lines, Joshua Chauvin. You had this guy, Dominic Martin, as a -500 favorite. My buddy's trying to bet me straight up $20. And I'm like, no, that's not how betting works. You got to give me plus odds. So it was so cool to see people coming up, and betting is huge, boys. Betting is taking this world over. Sports betting is massive, and I look forward to the day when we will have caged aggression lines on your FanDuel, on your DraftKings, because I think that that's so massive, and it gives people such a rooting interest. My name's Joshua Tobin. I'm lucky to be a professional sports bettor. MMA is my main sport. I've been one of the top 5 MMA bettors in the world for some time now. It's a lot of math, Pat and Jason. It's a lot of math, some research, watching tape, sure, it's a lot of math and knowledge of the game. So Dominic Martin comes up to me today. He says, hey, I heard you had me as a minus 500 favorite. Did I do good for you? How cool is that? The fighter's coming up to you, engaging with you, talking to you. So much fun.
Very, very cool indeed. Thank you so much, Josh. We are going to be talking to you for the final 3 fights. Yes. Now making his way down the cage is Sawdaw's opponent. And by the way, the favorite over at CagedAggression.tv. Get your opinions in over there. Fighting out a one-touch fight team and academy. Johnsburg, Illinois. He's a wrestler. He's wrestled almost his entire life and did not want to stop competing. You see that with a lot of wrestlers. He feels like his takedowns and his ground and pound are going to bring him to victory. Looks up to an MMA legend that we all know and love, GSP. And just harkening back to the intermission and talking to Austin Hubbard, who's a part of the new season of The Ultimate Fighter. That's a rough customer. That's a gritty character. That's a guy that we've seen in the Caged Aggression cage take it and take it hard. And he wasn't fighting cans here. He's fighting other hungry guys.
He's got quality of opponents that are quite good. And when they brought he and one other fighter that I was quite familiar with from Iowa out to Vail, Colorado for an LFA event, and they were literally set up to be paid victims, the Iowa boys came out and wrecked shop.
Don't you love when that happens? When you're the guy that's in there to lose?
Don't underestimate Midwest wrestlers, especially us Iowa boys. It's in the water.
It's in the water, it's in the corn, it's in the cow farts, folks. That's where it is. And Brandon Peshek getting the final touch-ups here before he enters the cage. Got a large portion of his team joining him. And we're ready to rock this main portion of Caged Aggression, the Trilogy, Part 2. As he enters the cage, let's kick it to our number 1 stunner, Jason Vargas.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds for the Caged Aggression Amateur Bantamweight Championship, powered by Hootie's Designs. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall and weighed in at 133 pounds. He trains at Vanderlei Jiu-Jitsu and MMA. Joining us from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Sawdaw! And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 135 pounds. He trains at One Touch Fight Team and Academy. Joining us from Johnsburg, Illinois, he's your current Caged Aggression Amateur Bantamweight Champion, Brandon Peshek.
Peshek Daw about to go down. Peshek, the slight favorite over at CagedAggression.tv at 54% and change. Quick touch of the gloves and we're off. Peshek already pressing the issue. Daw looking for a head kick out of the gates.
Right off the bat.
Ooh, right counter by Daw, gets through. Changes levels from Peshek.
Power double here.
Oh, gotta watch taking that cage down. Daw did actually a really good job of stopping that takedown from being too devastating. Coming down on his side.
Break fall with the arm.
Absolutely.
Keeping the elbow bent so you don't hyperextend the elbow or break it.
Not the easiest thing to do.
I've seen it happen in wrestling a lot. It's pretty gruesome, and in MMA.
Absolutely. Something that can happen and does happen. Looking to step over, in my opinion. Maybe looking for that head and arm choke is Peshek.
Peshek looks much bigger.
Yes, he does.
Watch out for the arm triangle. There we go. Good, good.
Staying into side control. Dahl looking to try to get out of there, but at the same time, he's moving his feet, pressing up against the cage, trying to sneak from underneath, not there.
Needs to get his arm off the head and to the underhook.
And big shots by Peshek. There's that arm triangle he was looking for before. He needs to step over.
He's got to post his head on the mat so the arm can't get back underneath. That arm should already be out of there. See?
Yep,
Once your forehead posts on the mat, their arm never comes back. And you can sit there all day long and destroy their rib cage with punches if you want.
Peshek all over Daw in this first round. You've got to think that Daw's going to want to keep it standing if it gets to the second. Oh, gets it off.
Coming up.
Great job.
Elevator.
Oh, good knee on the inside. Left hand lands for Peshek.
Daw, tough character, good elevator to get up out of there.
Front kick misses from Daw. Leg kick from Daw.
Peshek will stop moving completely before he punches. Gives it away. So all you got to do is take a step one way or the other and make him move again and he won't punch.
Daw lands a leg kick, another. Body kick from Peshek. Ooh,
nice.
Big exchange there. Daw gets the better of it.
Yeah, he landed that right.
Leg kick caught. Daw dumped. Obviously a Peshek round, but that puts the icing on the cake and the cherry on top for the first round.
Nothing dominant, though.
I would agree.
He could lock up a choke right here. All he's got to do is lock his hands and drop his shoulder into Sawdaw's throat, and it's over. But too little time. Choke was there.
Interesting first round. Sawdaw is definitely going to be trying to keep this on the feet. Peshek said, hey man, I've been wrestling my whole life, and we saw it there. We saw a lot of wrestling. If you're the corner man for either fighter, what do you say?
Sawdaw needs to stay away from the cage. That's where he's getting taken down there. Pinned up against the cage. And getting the hands locked, picking him up and dumping him. Stay off the cage, real simple. Stay mobile, control the center of the cage, and try to pick him apart.
Big heavy breaths over in Peshek's corner, watching some of the action here. Scrambles.
Nice job with that.
Yep. I believe he had a knee on the way out there as well. There he is getting scooped up and dumped down. But again, not too much impact. Peshek's arm was actually underneath, kind of blocking Daw's back.
Cornerman, I wonder if they told Peshek next time you take him down, if his arm is in that position over your head, you need to lock your hands and finish that choke. Some call it a Von Flu choke. Nice counter.
Left, right from Daw.
Lit him up right there. Oh, good
knee from Daw gets through. What's he looking over there for?
Looked at the ref like, is that legal?
It was very legal.
Yes.
I was wondering what he was talking about. It didn't seem like anything was not above board. Ooh, now Daw landing some big shots. Peshek immediately goes to the wrestling. Daw, again,
he's cut.
Yes, he is. Underneath his eye, it appears. Could be somewhere else, but it does seem like maybe the cheekbone.
A little bit of a spider web cut, almost.
And now the blood's beginning to flow. Peshek staying on top. Daw's got that foot on the hip, takes it off. Instead locks his legs into guard. Turns it. Finds a way up. Ooh, takes that kick.
Nice job by Sawdaw getting back to his feet.
A lot of head movement from Peshek left to right now. Hands are high.
Don't throw kicks against a guy that's going to shoot.
So there's something that you want to talk to him about in the corner.
Well, you want to
watch those leg
You want to
kicks.
make it look like a kick and then bring it up the middle with a knee and let him run into it.
Peshek landing some shots from the top.
Scoring some points, trying to even things out because he ate some shots standing up.
Yes, he did.
Arm triangle attempt here.
Steps to the other side. This is where he wants to be. Hard to see.
Bearing down on him, buddy.
How well that's locked in. Ooh, it looks, I don't know if it's tight, but he's definitely putting pressure on it. He's readjusted.
He missed it. Now he's got mount, though.
Yes, he does. In full mount. He's readjusted on top, maybe looking for some elbows. Pesek just smothering Sawdog.
Now he can drop bombs right here.
He appears like he's going to. There we go. Some right hands, some hammer fists from the other side. This could be the beginning of the end. If he can continue, this is probably the end of the fight. That's going to be it.
Sawdog's just not big enough. Not big enough for this weight station.
And Pesek finds the finish. The fans not wrong, choosing Brandon Pesek as the favorite. Jumps up on the cage, hits the chest. Pat Miletich, good performance by Brandon Pesek there. What would you tell him to work on?
There's a lot of things that he needs to work on as far as his stand-up, footwork, head movement, feints and fakes, rhythm. He stops moving when he's going to throw punches. So when somebody stops in front of you like that, they're loading their weight. All you got to do is just move one way or the other and it screws them up. So you've got to be able to punch on the move. Forward, backwards, left, right, doesn't matter.
Now, obviously, wrestling the strong suit, what brought him to victory, and eventually flattening Sawdaw out as we watch him get one of those takedowns right there, scooping him up. How can he improve, not so much on the takedowns themselves, but get that finish after the takedown?
Well, position, obviously, but, he's ended up in good position a lot of times on takedowns, cross sides, half guard, and see him sliding in there, but ultimately, it comes down to setting up takedowns. If somebody's scared to death of my punches or my kicks, it's going to be easier.
All right, let's send it to Jason Vargas for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Bruce Allen, has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 21 seconds into round 2, declaring your winner by TKO and still Caged Aggression Amateur Bantamweight Champion, Brandon Pesek. All right, champ. Hey, they always say it's never official till you defend it. How's it feel after that first title defense here for Caged Aggression and getting that win?
Oh, man, it feels great. I really wanted to prove that I was the real champ. It's always tough defending a title. It's a lot of hard work, but I'm glad I got it done.
What questions did you answer for yourself tonight, Brandon?
Oh, man, he was a pretty good striker. I knew that coming in. I was expecting some kicks, but I have pretty tough wrestling, so it works out.
Well, look, I know it's a tough one to answer right now, but what's around the corner for you?
Oh, I'm going to talk to my coaches about dropping some elbows now, maybe. It's going to be good, step up that ground game, but we'll see. We talk about it.
I was wondering. The timing seemed kind of right. Well, look, before I let you get to a much-deserved celebration, is there anything we might have left out of this one?
I just want to thank my team, my coaches, my family. They're all my family. I wouldn't be here without them. My sponsors, Sailor Mix back home for streaming the fight. That's awesome. And yeah, I'm looking forward to the next challenge.
Well, look, soak up the victory. Enjoy it tonight. We'll look forward to seeing what comes next, man. Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen, for your Caged Aggression Amateur Bantamweight Champion, Brandon Pesek.
And it is now time for the big boys, the heavyweights, the Phi Slamma Jammas. Cody Baker about to take on Dante Jones. Cody Baker out of Peoria Athletic Club out of Peoria, Illinois. Wrestled throughout high school. Loves this matchup. Very ready for it. Feels like his athleticness and flexibility is what's going to take it home. Looks up to John Jones and a guy you might know, Matt Hughes. Feels like the career's going well and everything is going A-OK. Bringing a couple of those belts down the line. It's a very competitive fighter in Cody Baker, Pat Miletich.
No, and he definitely wants to use that wrestling as much as he can. Spread out the defense, striking, hit the shots when he can, look for takedowns, wear his opponent out.
And this is the first, I think, and only heavyweight fight of the evening. Got another big heavyweight fight coming up tomorrow night. The main event may actually be at heavyweight or a little over 205, I believe, right? Hornbuckle and Stitchin, did they come in at a catch weight?
I suppose we should know that. Nice job asking it on air, though.
Hey, why not? It lets everybody know I'm not afraid to ask questions to things I don't know the answers to, Pat.
Well, that's, yeah, I get it.
Cody Baker coming in as the slight favorite over at CagedAggression.tv at 53%, but really almost down the line as these two heavyweights are getting ready to clash. Finishing up all of the particulars for Cody Baker, and Cody Baker looks physically more fit than he did the last time we saw him here at Caged Aggression, I believe about 6 months ago.
Improvement.
Exactly, and you can see the improvement physically. That's when you know people are taking it seriously, that truly want to achieve, Pat.
That'll, seeing yourself naked on TV will make you do that, Jason.
Tell that to Roy Nelson.
Roy gave no.
Hey-o! I love big country. All right. And now it's Dante Johnson on his way down. Always been interested in mixed martial arts. Feels like he is ready to go. Very resilient. He works hard and he prays even harder. A man of the Lord, bringing his own belts down. And he has some role models. Mike Tyson, Roy Jones Jr., and Ali into the boxing. And those are some, I guess they're pretty decent boxers. They're kind of
fairly accomplished.
Yeah, I've heard they've won some fights.
Got to be able to stop takedowns if you want to be a great boxer in MMA, though.
Absolutely, and that's why wrestling is the dominant base for those that achieve great things in mixed martial arts. Not going to want to blink on this one, folks, and we just hope the cage holds up. Because I got to tell you, as I sit here and about 500-600 pounds comes rushing towards me on the cage, you want to make sure that bearing is good.
I witnessed a heavyweight fight in Michigan one time where one of them scooped the other one up and took him to the center of the cage, dove off of his feet, they hit the center of the cage, and it collapsed, and the canvas went down into the hole with them. And needless to say, that was the end of the evening.
Yeah, it probably wraps it right up there.
Canceled the show.
Canceled the show. What, do you remember how many fights had gone on before that?
There were several. I mean, it was like midway through. But, back in those days, local shows, I mean, we were using dog kennels. We were hauling stuff in repurposed U-Haul trucks with dog kennels, set it up, fight in it, tear it down, like the pro wrestling type circuit.
Oh, the old pro wrestling type circuit.
And Monty Cox, even in Michigan, wasn't selling any tickets. And so he paid a bunch of people they made a bunch of big boards, signs that said, human cockfighting, and we're against this, these people are animals, all that stuff. And then he called all the news stations and the newspaper. They came and covered it. There's like 20 people outside at the arena, and he sold out.
Huh.
That's marketing, baby.
Yeah, that's marketing. That's playing the marks.
That's back in the day.
I would be remiss to say that Dante Johnson also hasn't had an overwhelming physical transformation as well and looks so much better than the last time we saw him. This should be a banger. All right, he's in the cage. Let's kick it up to Jason Vargas and make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds for the Caged Aggression Amateur Heavyweight Championship, powered by Wilson Construction. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighed in at 262 pounds. He trains at the Peoria Athletic Club and is sponsored by Bloom Hemp, PAC Martial Arts, and Whiteout Promotions. Joining us from Peoria, Illinois, Cody the Mack Truck Baker. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands an even 6 feet tall and weighed in at 256 pounds. He trains at Unified Martial Arts and is sponsored by the Dispensary LLC and In Your Face Tattoos LLC. Joining us from Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, he's your current Caged Aggression Amateur Heavyweight Champion, Dante Johnson.
Get ready to rock and roll as the big boys are ready to do the business. Here we go, they touch him up, and we're in the center of the cage. Leg kick from Cody Baker.
Good power with that lead leg, very fast.
Absolutely. Left hand from Dante Johnson, left cross, right cross gets in, closes the distance.
Big explosive movements.
Dante Johnson, probably about an inch or two shorter than Cody Baker. Throwing knees. Gets loose, back to the center, presses the issue again, comes in with a left, another left hook. Leg kick from the other side.
Tell you what, those are good kicks.
Front kick. Cody Baker maybe working on some of that Muay Thai. Ooh, big shots from Dante Johnson.
They're throwing everything right there, buddy.
Yes, they are.
Listen, this is a one-rounder.
Could be, and then it'll go all 5. This is set for 5 3-minute rounds, as it is a amateur championship fight.
Well, they're not pacing themselves for 5, are they?
They certainly aren't. Back kick gets checked, left gets through.
Both guys, good skills, very good movers for heavyweights.
Right leg kick of his own.
That hurt.
Yes, it did. Hurt Cody Baker pretty bad.
Oh, buddy.
Goes back to it. Lowers his hands after that one. Dante Johnson staying
straight
poised.
Leg, he's straight leg. Look at that. Got to keep that knee bent.
Ooh, Cody Baker sneaks in a left. Hauls off with a big right that misses. Dante Johnson blocks that shot, comes in with a right of his own. Left straight from Johnson. Dante Johnson definitely pressing the issue. 40
Southpaw
seconds.
stance now, too.
Nice leg kick.
Trashing those legs, bud.
Dante Johnson round right now, still very close. Ooh, body kick. Ooh, big shot.
Wow.
Dante Johnson looks in control in this first round. Cody Baker might have to go back to the drawing board a little bit on those strikes. Started out strong. Big left, right.
Cody Baker might want to resort to his wrestling a little bit. Right? Oh, that hurt him.
Left hand gets through. Another left hand, right, left. Definitely getting that second round. Uppercut left. My goodness.
Wow.
Ooh. And what a way to end the round. Certainly solidifies it for Dante Johnson.
Yes, I would say so.
You know, Cody Baker came out strong with those leg kicks. Very sharp, very quick.
Good front kicks as well.
Absolutely. Dante Johnson closed the distance, put him up against the cage.
Beautiful,
His own striking.
crisp, fundamentally sound boxing.
Let's watch some of the action here. As Dante Johnson comes in with a left. Hits him with that right. Misses in that exchange. Left hand gets through again. And he's leaping in with that straight left, but it's getting through.
Yeah.
He's closing the distance with it for sure. And his head movement is enough that he's not getting clipped by Baker. There it is again, that left lunging in. He is leaving that chin up a little bit when he does it. Got to watch the counter for sure. But so far, so good.
Yeah.
Dante Johnson, the slight favorite at 51% and change. Over at CageAggression.tv. They slap him up. Get ready to get down. Crowd getting into it. There's one of those leg kicks from Baker. Dante Johnson coming
big,
in. Ooh.
big left hook. That was a smoking Joe Frazier leaping left hook.
Those were fun to watch.
My favorite fighter when I was a kid.
I always liked Joe Frazier.
I'll have to tell you a story Burt Watson told me about Joe Frazier because Burt used to manage him.
Ooh, left, right.
Baker.
Ooh, straight from Baker.
Right back at him, right?
Yep.
Beautiful jabs.
Double jab right there. I like to see that. You don't see a lot of those with heavyweights.
Testing the waters with that kick.
Big overhand right, just misses. Dante Johnson has done a great job of keeping the distance on those big strikes and closing the distance when he needs to.
Again, I'm surprised Baker hasn't looked for a takedown. Obviously confidently standing.
Willing to exchange. Dante Johnson comes in with the body kick up.
What happened? What happened? Poked him in the eye.
Poked him in the eye?
Yeah. Is his... Yeah, he threw the kick and then pushed off with his hand and poked him in the eye.
Yes. And Dante Johnson acknowledged that.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't attack. He could have. The referee didn't see it.
Yeah.
It's tough to see from this angle. And those things happen so quick. So quick. They're very hard to call at times. And then sometimes it's not an eye poke. It's a knuckle.
Yeah.
You know, it just happens.
Well, let's hope this doesn't hinder his
I hope this doesn't close it out. Doctor's in there looking at it.
Got a great one going.
Yeah, it doesn't look good. And he looks like he's in pain on top of it. Ooh, that does not look like it tickles. No, thank you. I am afraid this is probably going to be the end of the fight, folks.
Don't talk negatively.
I'm just, you know,
Stop.
when they take a knee like that, Pat, and it's not a good sign. That eye is closed. He's obviously got 5 minutes to recover, but we're probably down 1 minute, and it's still closed. Doctor's going to look at this. I would not be surprised. He's can't see. It's over. They're going to call this one. Unfortunate ending to a very fun heavyweight fight.
You just stop.
Well, it looks like he's going to try to make. I mean, maybe he's going to try to wait the 5 minutes.
Their way to be positive, Jason. Thank you.
You know, positivity and reality, they're two different things, Pat.
Hey, positivity can get you through a shitty reality, bro.
That's true, but I'm positive Pete. I mean, he's still over there. The doctor's still not calling it off, so maybe there is some hope that we're going to see this fight. Again, 5 minutes.
I am hopeful. No, because it was a great fight. Both these guys were performing very well.
Fun fight. Very, very fun fight. Unfortunate if it does end this way. Definitely like to see it run back, if so.
Yeah. Most definitely.
All right, he's getting to his feet right now. Still does not look fight ready, however.
Have you ever been poked in the eye really bad?
Yes, it's the worst. Not only does it hurt and you
feel
can't
your
see.
eye go back 3 inches into your head.
Yeah, well, not that far, but enough.
It hurts.
Yeah, no, it's not a good feeling. Dante Johnson calling for him to keep going, wants this fight. That's very true. I mean, is there an actual solution to that with MMA gloves? I know I've seen the one glove that curve your hands in, that can't seem to get a patent on. What are your thoughts on that, Pat?
I think even in boxing gloves, people extend their hands to push off. It's that extra distance. So it is just a habit because a lot of people spar with their boxing gloves on.
Let's see if we can get our referees right here, some kind of a replay on that.
Okay, so we're pulling back, rewinding to the eye incident to see if it was a toe or a hand that poked him. Okay.
Okay, we're trying to do it. Sorry, guys, we're doing it live. There we go.
So the hand swiped
That was
him.
the hand swipe. And that's how we do it live. So we're looking at it. It looks like fingers. It looks like it's going to end up being a no contest, unfortunately. Unfortunate indeed. Dante Johnson is not going to be happy. Look at him right there, complaining in the cage, really wants it. And look, you saw it, it was a swipe.
Yeah.
So, look, he's trying to strike. The doctor's still, the doctor's still trying to give him a little time here.
It's a finger swipe, definitely.
It looks like this is, I just don't see it going, Pat. I want to say positive.
Well, you can't call the guy out after you poke him in the eye.
No, I agree. I mean, look. Unfortunately, it looks like, again, they're going to have to run this one back.
It was a great fight they had going. So.
Exactly. Very fun heavyweight fight.
I was having fun.
I'm still having fun. I mean, we got 4 more to go after this. Jamise Taylor, Jerry Areola, Cortavius Romias, Kane Luger, Jeff Jepson, Eric Bowe, and of course, the big one, Dan Stitchin versus Dan Hornbuckle, the battle of the Dans. Referees consulting with one another. Cody Baker talking to his coaches right now.
Where were we at in the fight?
We were in the second round, right? I believe there was about 1 minute and 14 left.
So,
but it's a 5-rounder.
Right.
So you're not halfway through, so I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go down. This very well could be a no contest. And it looks like finally we got Vargas in there. We're going to find out how this one goes down.
So since we haven't gone to a certain point, it technically has to be a no contest, I think.
Again, I'm not quite sure if there's a different rule for the amateurs. I wasn't quite sure where it was last night with Dom McMartin and the up kick. It's always questionable when something is ended by an illegal blow.
They weren't to a certain point, so they couldn't go to the scorecards. Same as this. So by those standards last night, it has to be a no contest.
Well, I guess we're finding out.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, has called a stop to this contest at 1 minute, 36 seconds into round 2 due to accidental eye poke, resulting in a doctor's stoppage and no contest.
Jason Vargas going to talk to Dante Johnson.
All right, we're here with your still Caged Aggression amateur heavyweight champion, Dante Johnson. Dante, obviously not the way you wanted to walk home with the belt, man. Give us your thoughts on tonight's bout.
I mean, shout out to Cody. I mean, much respect to him. It was a great fight. The first round was great. I was looking forward to more rounds. Unfortunately, it didn't go that way. But I love to run it back whenever he's ready. I want to see who the winner is. He's a good fighter. He's a big guy. He moves light on his feet. So do I. I apologize to the fans. I apologize to my family back home, everybody at the gym. I wish I could have actually got it for real. And it don't feel right to me. So I need my redemption. And I hope Cody's okay. And I don't know. I guess I'm grateful at least.
Well, look, I think we're going to try and get the replay of the kick up here on super slow motion. I don't know if you can get a view on the screens back there. Give us your thoughts on this as we're watching this now.
Let me see. That's super slow-mo.
Well, look, is there anyone you want to shout out while we're waiting for this kick to come up?
I want to thank my whole family. I want to thank my family at the gym. I want to thank God. I want to thank all you fans for coming out. Hey, listen here. Hey, keep booing. Hey, do I got blood in my mouth? Do I got blood in my nose? No. And who wanted to keep going? Who was begging to keep going? I did.
All right, folks. Well, this is definitely leaving something else to be settled here. We'll get to the bottom of this down the road. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and get to our next bout. Let's hear it for both fighters from our last bout, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, an unfortunate end to that one. Obviously, Dante Johnson not happy. I hope we see it again. It sucks.
Yeah,
but
it does.
happens.
It does.
It happens in mixed martial arts, and I don't think Cody Baker wanted to stop that fight.
No.
If you saw it, he barely scratched him. But guess what? When it's your eyeball, it's all the difference. If you can't see, you can't fight. You can't defend yourself.
Right.
And the bottom line is we're always looking out for the safety of our fighters.
Yes.
So once again, kind of disappointing. But on to the next one. Jamise Taylor versus Jerry Areola. Jamise on his way down. KBC, Wolves Den, and St. Louis Academy is where he's fighting out of. Loves martial arts since he was a wee lad. Loves watching Asian martial arts films. Wonder if he's a fan of the Wu-Tang. Love those Wu-Tang movies. Loves this matchup. Feels strong all around. Trying to bring the stand-up. Too many to name. Respects so many in the sport. And he fought Gabriel Varga in his pro debut, who beat the legend Lurdzilla. I don't know who Lurdzilla is. Any idea, Pat?
No.
It's a fun name. I don't know if it's a Chipperelli name.
Hey, man, I'm just chilling with the reggae. Just chilling, bro.
Yeah, with that Bob Marley tattoo you got on your bottom dollar, right?
I need to be on a beach right now. Huh?
What?
Jamaica? A beach?
Jamaica?
Uh-huh.
Jamaica. All right. Jerry Areola coming out. Not quite the Jamaican Rastafarian kickback music. Sounds like we might got a little metal coming in. Fighting out a one-touch fight team and hung leg. Real question.
I mean, even if you're ugly, you're picking chicks up.
I mean,
how are you on Kane Luger?
CEO, porn star, professional wrestler, Kane Luger fits them all. Wait a minute.
So it's Jerry Areola, not Kane Luger. Sorry, he's up next.
Yeah, Kane
but they threw
Luger
the graphics up and threw us for a curveball.
But that doesn't mean
that's
Kane-
where what's the movie? The newscasters, where they'll read anything on the teleprompter.
Yeah, no, that's Anchorman, and I'm no Ron Burgundy.
We just did it.
No, you did it, and I agreed. I came up. You read it.
Dear God.
I agreed, and then I said that it was an exceptional name for many things.
It's like the newscasters out on the West Coast that read the pilot names for the Korean Airlines.
All right, let's kick it to Vargas to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Welterweight Division, powered by Walking's Window Tinting. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighed in at 168 pounds. He trains at Wolf's Den MMA KBC. Joining us from St. Louis, Missouri, Jamise Taylor. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands an even 6 feet tall and weighed in at 171 pounds. He trains at One Touch Fight Team and Academy and is sponsored by Peppo's, Soundproof Chicago, FindYourPerfectHouse.com, and Bracken Box. Joining us from McHenry, Illinois, Jerry Areola.
And we are ready to go. Jerry Areola, Jamise Taylor. Jamise Taylor nodding to Pat Miletich, saying, hey, thank you, my fellow warrior. It's an honor to fight in this cage, and we are ready to go. Jamise pressing the issue. Areola up against the cage. Throws a slight inside leg kick. Left, right from Jamise.
Taylor definitely has the reach.
Absolutely, a lot of good footwork right now I'm watching. Areola again with the left. Oh, sets up that takedown and drives it right home.
If I'm fighting somebody with some Muay Thai shorts on, I'm looking for the takedown.
Probably a good idea.
Right.
Jerry Areola in full guard, pressing him up against the cage.
Looking to pass.
Steps over to the side a bit.
Ooh, scooping the legs there. That's not good when you're up against the cage. Locks your legs and hips down.
Does a good job of getting his butt up against the cage, though. It looks like he's going to get up.
Working hard to
come up, drags him away. That's a lot of power. That is not easy to do.
There's a key lock right there underneath his arm. Areola could snatch that wrist.
Areola currently in half guard on top.
That is a key lock buffet when their arm is in that position.
Moving over to the side.
Taylor underhook. He's got to bump him up, kick those hips up.
They're calling for an inside knee right now. Jamise's corner from the bottom. Uh-oh, these are some elbows. He's got to be able to get out of there. He doesn't want to take too many of those. The wrong one ends the fight, folks. Yes, they are.
Taylor needs to kick his hips out, throw that left arm hard, and come into a single leg and try and come up to his feet.
Meanwhile, Areola.
This is going to be a good one.
Looking to basically line that elbow up, and there he does. Doesn't quite land it as fiercely as he's trying, but there it is again. Measuring it up, lining it up.
Taylor's got to get his hand on his face, or on the elbow, I should say, of Taylor, so that there's that padding coming down on his face.
Areola continuing to throw that left elbow.
Giving up his back here.
2.5 minutes left in the first round. Sinking that hook in. Not a good place for Jamise Taylor to be.
See what Taylor does here. Front flip or back flip. Got to get hand control either way. Don't want that choke sunk in.
And Areola clearly looking for that neck right now. Not sure if it's going to be there. Trying to get that arm free, he does.
Taylor doing a good job of hand control, though.
Absolutely, gets free of that choke.
Trying to move into a figure four triangle on the body.
Ooh, but he's riding him. He's riding him well. He's going nowhere, full body triangle.
Has he got it locked up yet?
I mean, he's got that foot underneath. Yes, he does. Now it looks like he's got the neck. This is going to be over. That's it. Textbook. What an impressive performance from Jerry Areola. He just went in there, drove through with the wrestling, took the back, took his time, softened him up, looked at several chokes.
Put pressure on him, landing elbows, made Taylor make the mistake.
Locked in that full body triangle, which is not comfortable, Pat. That's not how you go to bed or get a better back.
I can tell you they outlawed that in high school wrestling and freestyle because it can suffocate you, because every time you exhale, your rib cage goes in and they squeeze it tighter so you can't inhale as much. And they keep doing that like a constrictor, and then you suffocate and you pass out.
Basically constricting like a boa constrictor.
I'm surprised more guys don't do that in MMA when they get somebody down.
I agree. I mean, I think he just, again, textbook performance. Just start to finish. That's how you want to do it. Never really put himself in trouble. Slow, methodical. When he didn't quite have the position, when he had him up against the cage, pulled his body out, dragged him to another position, only let him get to his feet when he was confident he could take the back and finish the fight. Here he is framing those elbows continuously. Snuck in about 4 or 5 of those.
Just forced Taylor to give a turn and gave up his back. He didn't want to take too many more elbows.
And the fans get it right with Areola at 70%. Here's Mark.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 17 seconds into round 1, declaring your winner by submission to rear naked choke, Jerry Areola. All right, we're here with the victorious Jerry Areola. Jerry, hey, you finished out your amateur career as the Caged Aggression welterweight amateur champion, picked up your win as a professional tonight. Talk to us about what you're feeling right now.
I just trained really hard, never stopped. I never stopped. My coaches never stopped believing in me. I just keep moving forward. That forward momentum is key. It's been hard, just been burying my head in the training. I haven't seen my girlfriend in 2 weeks. And, it's just sacrifices, man, sacrifice.
So you got a lot of catching up to do right now, huh? So I'm not going to hold you up any longer. I want to check with you, see if there's anyone you want to thank or anything you want to mention before I let you get to it.
I would like to thank my sponsors for making this possible, for, making it to where I can train as much as I can. I'd like to thank Peppo's, he's in the crowd somewhere over here. Chicago Soundproofing, he couldn't be here. FindYourPerfectHouse.com, that's Brian's company. And where's the last one? Bracken Box. I know you're watching on pay-per-view. Love you, man. I got him that.
Well, look, we're definitely looking forward to seeing how your professional career develops, Jerry. Enjoy the rest of the night. Make sure you do that catching up and celebrating. Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, Jerry Areola.
Hope they won't shoot me down soon. Pacing on a sleepless night. Try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch me howling at the moon.
And on to the final three, Pat.
Just want to point out, Areola's win now makes Team One Touch 15-0 in caged aggression fights.
That is impressive in any organization. Joining us for the rest of the broadcast is our friend Joshua Chauvin, the second half of MMA Mobsters, as we have Cortavius Romeus making his way down, full of excitement, and this is an exciting guy to watch. We've seen him in caged aggression before, and he is a verifiable killer, in shape, fighting out of KBC. Born to do this, feels it's going to be a good fight, believes in himself. That's who his own hero is. I like that. I like it a lot. And he is ready to walk through this, gentleman.
All right, boys, we're going to make Romeus a -130 favorite here. I think this is great matchmaking by Mike Goodwin and the organization. We're going to make him a -130 favorite. That means if you bet $130, Pat Miletich, you win 100 plus your 130 back. The slightest of favorites. He's going to face a height disadvantage, a reach disadvantage, but I believe his wrestling and power striking makes him a narrow favorite for me as the sportsman.
Okay, so his opponent then, what do you have him at?
I have him at +110 coming back.
Okay, so fairly close fight. Not an easy one to pick.
Not easy at all, Pat, and a lot of thought went into this. We're looking at Romeus. He is a dog. He has fought in cage aggression, looked fantastic in cage aggression. Pat, he is 5-1. You know what his only loss is? To Jornel Lugo, who is not only a Bellator fighter, a Bellator contender. So I'm a big fan of Romeus. I do worry about the height and reach disadvantage. As you and I talk on the MMA Mobsters podcast, it matters a lot. Yes, sir. Matters a lot.
All right, getting ready to make his way down to the cage is the actual Kane Luger.
Oh, here he is.
We get to do it twice. We get to make jokes and be funny, but that is a hell of a name. Kane Luger, fighting out of Cedar Rapids, Iowa. Regulator fight team. Got into mixed martial arts through his father. Excited to compete no matter who the opponent is. Feels like he's well-rounded, and he does everything better than his opponent. Looks up to his dad and coach Eric Cote.
And Dad's name's Abel Luger.
Those are fantastic names. All right, boys, we have...
That's a joke, by the way, folks. His name is not Abel Luger.
Romeus, 6 professional fights, boys. He has finished 4. Lugar, 6 professional fights, all have been finishes. So we're going to do this, boys. We're going to go -250 that the fight ends inside the distance, plus 210 fight goes to decision. And I'm doing something special here, boys. Are you ready? Yeah. I am doing a Joshua Chauvin Sportsbook promo. Promos are to lure in the new customers. We're going to make some kind of crazy odds and have fun with it. Okay. I'm going to limit you to a $20 max bet, and the promo is +300 fight starts second round.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm giving away free money. I just want the people to have fun. We need the fight to start second round, and you can turn $50 into $150.
Maybe the people at home are doing some odds making and listening to you and betting with each other.
They are, and that's what people told me, Pat. They said we take your odds, and me and my buddies use those. That is fun to hear.
That's great.
A part of the action.
Final preparations being made outside of the cage with Kane Luger. Luger, of course, looking for the finish. Got the MMA tattoos for sure. Last minute of advice right there. Love how close we get in caged aggression. And let's head to Jason Vargas in the cage to make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Featherweight Division, powered by Talon Grill. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighed in at 146 pounds. He trains at tailor-made Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in KBC. Joining us from St. Louis, Missouri, Cortavius Romius. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 9 inches tall and weighed in at 144 pounds. He trains with Regulators Fight Team and is sponsored by Hands in Harmony, Bloom Hemp, Vital Proteins, and Yabba Dabba's House of Glass. Joining us from Cedar Rapids, Iowa, Kane Luger.
And here we go. Luger Cortavius. The fans are favoring Luger, but just by about 5%, almost right down the middle. Here they go, touch them up, and they're in the middle of the cage.
Oh,
body kick by Luger, vicious. Throwing another one a little higher, leg kick by Luger, keeping it busy. Cortavius coming in. Ooh, striking big. Left gets through.
Whoa.
Takedown.
All over him.
They don't seem too interested in a second round here, fellas.
Cortavius trying to get the finish on the scramble right here. Getting in the middle. Trying to lay down big strikes. It looks like Kane Luger is looking for a submission, throwing those legs up high. Maybe going for an arm. Cortavius very busy. Big elbows from the bottom.
Cortavius is seeing all the armbar attempts coming.
I mean, they're coming.
Romius looks so strong in there, just imposing his will from top position.
Moves him over. They're right in front of us, folks.
Cortavius needs to pass the half guard, cross sides, where he can do some damage on the taller Luger.
Luger not as busy from the bottom, but again, throwing it up one more time. Oh, up kick. Gotta watch those. Those are legal right now.
You're exactly right, Miletich. He sees those armbar attempts coming a mile away, and he's very keen to them. High IQ.
Not to mention his arms are jacked and they're short.
That certainly helps.
Even tougher to armbar, right?
Yes, sir.
It's like the opposite of Paul Daly's arms.
Yes.
Not that Paul Daly didn't have muscles, but they were just very, very long.
Lean muscle,
arms.
lean muscle, sure.
It's true. He never really won a bodybuilding contest, Paul Daly.
Luger is right in front of us here, and he does not look like he's enjoying himself.
Oh, Luger had the inside guard, and he just stepped.
Giving up his back. That's not a good thing with 3 minutes to go in the first round.
Since the beginning of the end.
Cortavius will stay on you. Nice shot from underneath. Another big shot from underneath. Looking for that neck right now. Luger fighting the hands. And he's not locking those legs in. I'd love to see if he could get those limbs stretched out, get the body triangle. Kind of looking at it right there.
That's a long guy technique, Jason.
Well, I'd love to see a little guy do it.
That'd be so hard.
Goes to mount, though, from that position.
I had trouble doing that.
Big elbow from the top right there. Looking at that arm right now.
Armbar. He's going for that armbar.
He might have it. He's rolling him over.
He's got to catch that.
Oh, and he's got a regular straight, and that's it.
Got it.
Impressive performance by Cortavius Romius. Yes, he is.
Your -130 favorite cashes, -250 fight does not go to decision. The chalk hits on that fight.
Nice.
Great fight for Cortavius Romius, showing you why he is a problem in that cage.
Oh, buddy. Quite a hammer.
And by the way, again, Kane Luger, it wasn't like he just let him run through him. He was throwing up all sorts of submission attempts as you're watching from the bottom, but he saw every one of them. He kept getting those elbows through. You can only take so many shots like that from arms like those and elbows that sharp. I mean, my goodness.
Jason, I'm so impressed by the athleticism, the power. Do you think this is a guy we could see in the UFC here soon?
You know, a guy like this, what I'd like to see done, maybe not the UFC right away, but get him in the PFL. Let's see if he can get into the regular season.
LFA,
how far
maybe.
he can take it. Well, you know what? I love the LFA. But I feel like right now PFL and Bellator are a place where this guy could at least get his career started.
Sure.
He's there.
He has all the tools.
Absolutely. And at 145, I mean, he's a monster. All right, let's kick it to Jason Vargas inside the cage for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Bruce Allen, has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 29 seconds into round 1, declaring your winner by submission to armbar, Cortavius Romeus.
The UFC fighter, yeah.
Come on over, Cortavius. Hey, man, congratulations on the win. Never an easy task picking up a win over Kane Luger. Hey, talk to us about everything coming into this fight.
It was a pretty interesting camp. It was good. I worked hard. Teammates pushed me, pushed everybody. Just nothing but improvements, you know. I'm always getting better. I'm staying in the gym. Tonight was special. Today's my father's birthday. You know, this is for him. Happy birthday. Love you. Thank you for everybody who's here and back at home that supported me. I love you all, and I'll see you all when I get back. It's turned up for me tonight.
Well, look, your second win and just as many appearances in the Caged Aggression cage. Soak it up. Enjoy the victory. Enjoy the celebration. Let's hear it one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Your winner, Cortavius Romeus.
Don't stop.
What a fight that was, Pat Miletich. All right.
Great one. So, next up, Jeff Jepson versus Eric Vo. This is 15 years, the rematch in the making.
Yes.
So, Jeff Jepson is looking forward to this because Eric Vo won 15 years ago.
He told us
amateurs.
He's had this marked on his calendar for a while, Pat.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to this one. Vo had a few weeks, actually, I was told. So he has been preparing. I believe it was 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Not a super long camp, but you know, Jepson said he looks fit.
Yeah.
I mean, he looks like he's ready to rock and roll. So Jepson, of course, very tough guy. Trains with a good friend of mine, Joe. Joe is one of the slickest submission guys I've been around.
Yeah, we're gonna make Jepson a -150 favorite, and that's mostly because of the short notice for Vo that you just talked about. If they weren't on short notice, Pat, you know what I would do? I would have this as a coin flip. I would have it -110 on either side. Again, of the sports betting, it's not all even. The sports book's always got to have a major advantage. It can't be -100 because the sports book wants to make money on both sides.
Sure.
So it's juiced to -110. That's what I would have had it as. But that late notice, the 2-3 weeks you spoke of, that bumps Jepson up to a -150 favorite for me. How do you feel about short notice? Is that something that...
you can come in and you got nothing to lose, and look, Vo doesn't have anything to lose, technically. 15 years ago, right? 15 years ago.
Yeah.
So he has a lot to gain here.
Yeah.
A lot to gain.
And I'm looking at these guys now, Pat. They're not exactly sitting on the couch watching soap operas, eating ice cream. These guys pretty much stay in fight shape.
Sure.
The short notice can be more of an issue for heavyweights or guys that struggle with weight cuts. Both these guys looked fine in weigh-ins, kind of to the naked eye.
Vo likes this matchup, of course, because he won the last encounter between the two of them. And look, nothing surprises him when it comes to being in the cage, which is a good way to look at it. Older brothers, and he just grew up wanting to fight.
Yeah. How do you feel about that, Pat? Let's say you're fighting a guy you beat 15 years ago. Does that even matter to you? Does that give you a false sense of confidence? I mean, I guess it depends on the fighter, right? But
well, it matters a lot if he's 10 or 15 years younger than me.
Yeah.
But no, it's
kind of like Mike Jackson is.
Thanks for pointing that out. But ultimately, I guess coming back to avenge a loss is always a great motivator.
Oh, sure.
Always a great
Absolutely.
motivator.
He told us he had the fight marked on his calendar, and he looks ready to roll. Vengeance is sweet, especially when it's been sitting on you for 15 years. Goodness.
And Jepsen is coming in as the favorite over at CagedAggression.tv. Remember, Eric Vo, I think, stepping in at 48 hours, maybe a little bit more than that, Pat.
They said he had 3 weeks.
Oh, he did. He got 3 weeks.
He did have 3 weeks, yeah.
Okay.
So where did you have Vo at?
I have Vo coming back at plus 130, okay. Jepsen minus 130, and we were just saying that's strictly because of the short notice. If they were both on equal camps, I would have it as a pure coin flip. Both would be minus 110. And 93% of these guys' fights combined end within the distance. So we're going to make that a pretty big number, minus 450.
Okay.
All right, let's kick it up to Jason Vargas and get this co-main going.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our co-main event of the evening. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Caged Aggression Professional Bantamweight Division, powered by La Quinta Inns and Suites. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall and weighed in at 135 pounds. He trains at the Iowa Combat Club and Asylum MMA and is sponsored by Wisely Tree Service and London's Auto Spa Express. Joining us from Clinton, Iowa, Jeff Jepsen. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall and weighed in at 143 pounds. He trains at 5-Star MMA. Joining us from Dubuque, Iowa, Eric Vo.
Jepsen getting the love from the Ho-Town crowd, and Vo getting the booze.
I think we have some people listening to Chauvin over here. We saw that number jump up a few points after the bet, so thank you for, I guess, putting some faith in me. I hope I don't make you look bad here. Folks watching at home.
Body kick from Jepsen, feeling each other out there. Hand movement from both.
What is wrong with Vo's lead leg? He's hurt.
He's already limping there. Oh,
yes,
Pat.
He is.
Oh, Pat.
It does seem that way, Pat. Do you think he just came out that way?
What is the deal?
I think he came out that way within seconds. Struggling.
What did he pull? What did he injure?
I think he just stepped on it wrong, right? It looks like this is going to be really quick.
It's over now. Oh, he can't even stand up.
I'm pretty surprised the ref isn't.
Would like to see the referee step in and see that.
Yeah, give him a chance. If he gets dropped, maybe step in. But
yep, he's already switched that leg out. You know what? He does have a bruise.
It was a low calf kick.
Yeah, that low calf kick looks like it really hurt him.
That's called butter shins.
Well, I'll tell you what, you can see it on the front as well, Pat.
You gotta condition your shins.
I mean, that was literally the very first kick, I believe.
He hasn't fought for a long time.
Hopping around on one leg like a pelican crane. This is not pretty.
Oh, here we come, another calf kick.
Jepsen looking out for blood. His eyes are on the prize. Although Vo not giving up.
Don't wrestle.
Oh, look at Vo coming in with the underhooks.
He does not want this fight to go to the ground.
Look at that.
His opponent can't even stand.
Good for Vo.
Great for Vo.
Just, hey.
Looking at mission control, though.
Umaplata coming. Umaplata, go Plata, something.
What heart shown here?
Yeah, look, you got to give it to the guy.
What heart?
Certainly didn't look for a way out. Found a way out. Ooh, takes the up kick from Jepsen, too. Ooh, that folded him a little bit. He didn't like that. It's hard to like those up kicks. It's not like you're in an all-you-can-eat buffet. You take one of those chicken legs, and it can be all over.
Look, a heel to the face. Not good. That's like a ball-peen hammer.
Despite being on top, has taken a ton of damage in this round.
Look at Vo. Look at Vo. Passing the guard, buddy. Going to mount.
Full mount from Vo.
Wow.
Goodness, on one leg.
2.5 minutes to work. Watching those fingers in the cage. Gotta watch that always. Bo with a big elbow right inside.
Vo couldn't even walk a minute ago. The heart from this kid to get it to the ground.
We don't know if he can walk if he stands up. We're
Yes,
see him stand
we'll
for 3
find
minutes.
out.
Another elbow
Or
from
will
Bo.
we?
Turns him
Look
around.
at this. This is crazy, dude.
Looking for that neck. Might have it. Hard to tell from this angle. No neck
Not yet. Not yet.
And when we're looking from across the cage, sometimes we depend on that camera work.
Just the heart shown from Vo here.
Well, and good technical fighting.
Hopping around on one leg, takes him to the ground.
Bo looking and gets it. Gets that body triangle that I love so much.
No quit in this kid at all.
Now looking to maybe flatten him out from the top.
Jepson got to be thinking to himself, deja vu, this cannot be happening.
Man.
He's on the back.
I mean, when your opponent's barely able to stand up, you're thinking, okay, I got this.
Hung him for that neck. Still doesn't quite have it. Bo going side to side.
What's going on? Oh, he's got it crossed legs.
It's over.
He submitted him with the crossed legs.
Yes, he did.
Okay. I haven't seen that in years.
When I saw him tapping the way he did, I obviously knew the fight was over.
So he crossed his legs in between Jepson's legs. Jepson just had to throw his leg over the top and cross his legs and then arch his hips into it, and it'll trash your legs. So that's a lesson. You do not cross your legs when you have the legs in on somebody.
Well, Jepson gets it back. You know, we hope that he's not permanently injured. It looks like those legs could be hurting.
Jepson pulls it out. Wow. He had to be thinking to himself, this is not good.
Yeah. Does that submission have a name that we just saw, Pat?
You know what? I've never named things besides a few things. It's just, if you cross your legs, hopefully we'll eventually get to that. But if you have the legs in on somebody and you cross your legs and you're both on your back, you're asking for it. If the guy knows what he's doing, he's going to throw his leg over the top of your feet, and he's going to trap his with his other leg. He's going to arch his hips in, and it'll break your ankle.
And we saw Vo scream out in pain right in front of us immediately.
Yeah.
To survive for that long.
Made it entertaining, that's for sure.
Absolutely, that elbow.
Here it is, watch. See,
oh, you see it right where he's got it crossed right there. So what you're seeing is...
It's an ankle, it'll break your ankle.
Yes. It was simply Jepson's left leg across from the right leg of Vo, which was already crossed against his left leg, and basically the bottom half of that leg getting the pressure put on.
Let's sit on the floor. You put your legs in like that.
When hell freezes over, Miletich. When hell freezes over.
It's not. I'm not going to do it hard, but at least you feel
Listen,
it.
practice on Chauvin. That's why he's here.
No, I'm not.
I am the new guy. That's only fair. Initiation.
But I mean, a lot of people who've never been in a joint manipulation technique don't realize how quick things can go south.
And
so
now
anyway.
Jason Vargas is in the cage to make it official. Jeff Jepson with the victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Bruce Allen, has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 36 seconds into round one, declaring your winner by submission, Jeff Jepson.
Another slight favorite, Cassius.
All right, come on over, Jeff, man. Hey, congratulations on the win. You got one back in the column in a number of different ways. Why don't you explain to the folks here at the River Center and the folks at home why this one meant so much to you?
Way back in 2008, 15 years ago, he beat me my second amateur fight. This was just felt a lot better.
Well, this was one that you kind of wanted. What was the plan coming into this one as soon as you found out Eric signed on the line?
Oh, I was very excited. Thanks, Mike. It just motivated me just a little bit more.
I can understand that. Well, look, I know you definitely got some celebrating you're probably wanting to do. Before I let you get to it, anyone you want to thank, Jeff?
Everybody that came out, thank you. My wife, thank you. I take a lot of time away from home and my kids. to do this. And my daughter, Cadence, she goes with me to work out all the time. She loves it. I have a feeling she'll be in here one day.
Well, hey, until then, we'll keep waiting for you to come back. Let's hear it one more time for your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Jepson.
It is that time once again for the main event of the evening and possibly what is the highlight for me at Caged Aggression, the Trilogy, Night 2. Dan, the handler Hornbuckle, on his way down to the cage fights out of Lycan's Den. Cherokee, North Carolina, obviously has Native American heritage. I actually witnessed him do a ritual in front of the cage. Oh, Stitchin is actually coming out first. Well, I am sorry, folks. I did not realize that.
Now I want to know what that ritual was. Did it involve smoke or
sage? Yeah, sage and smoke and the whole nine.
It's pretty badass.
You know, Stitchin, no slouch himself, another longtime MMA veteran, stepped into the UFC cage, got started in the basement of a church. Feels like he's exciting plans to move forward into the Jesus Christ thing as the hero. I know you like that, Pat. And he feels like MMA has made him a better person.
A church basement, you say?
Church basement.
I think Pat gets a big kick out of this. Before I was a full-time professional sports bettor, I was a worship pastor. So two things very, very similar. No, they're not at all.
Well, I mean, I've got a good friend who's an author of several books, Mike Sullivan, who says that he listens to our show and does reasonable betting. He doesn't go crazy.
I'm so happy to hear that.
And he's winning because of mostly probably your advice. So that's a great thing.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Now we're all going to burn in hell because of it, though.
Well, you know what? I'll meet you at the bar. But all right. So we're looking at Stidegren. I'm going to make him a plus 220 dog. I'm a big believer in Hornbuckle. But, Pat, I don't want to disrespect these guys with making them massive underdogs. Some of these guys have scary fight camps. We saw an entire fight camp during the heavyweight eye poke chaos. I don't want those guys coming after me saying, why'd you make my boy a big underdog? So
Stitchin's a tough dude. Stitchin's a tough dude.
I feel pretty comfortable
and
making
the
him plus
Knights
220.
have entered the building, gentlemen.
Goodness.
Oh, here we go.
If you ever wondered what it would look like in an ancient battlefield with a monster like Dan Hornbuckle making his way down, well, you're watching it right now. That's what they don't tell you. Dan Hornbuckle also into night fighting. How did he get into MMA? He said Kyle Watson had a black eye and the rest is history. He is a veteran of the sport, respects anybody who has stepped into that cage, but above all looks up to himself, and I love that.
Yeah.
He's got experience, reach, and a black belt in intensity, and feels like his MMA career, although long and storied, is far from over.
So Hornbuckle's been getting into the medieval battles, and I can tell you, I saw one of those helmets firsthand. The guy on an airplane with me had it in a Bell helmet holder, and he said, "You want to see my helmet?" And I said, "Yeah." Dude, it's a high-tech NFL football helmet on the inside with metal, heavy-duty metal on the outside. These guys get after it, dude. They blast each other with those swords.
You know, I've watched some of that M1 night fighting, and all I can say is, no thank you. No thank you.
So where do you have Hornbuckle here, buddy?
We're making Hornbuckle minus 250. That
Okay.
felt like I am very impressed. We're looking at a guy who not only had a Bellator fight, had a couple Bellator fights, he has 6 Bellator fights and he won 3 of them. It's a huge deal for me. I consider Bellator to be the second best promotion of the UFC. Bellator is something that I bet full time. Every Bellator card, I will bet it almost every fight. Very impressed by that track record. Guys, this reminds me, you know what it reminds me of? The old school Pride, theatrical entrances where the costumes, it's the whole thing, the show. This brings back chills.
And it looks great. You know, obviously, Caged Aggression does a great job with the promotion and the production value here. But like you said, you know, we have cool walkouts. This might be the coolest one I've ever seen.
Hornbuckle has beaten a lot of great fighters, especially in his prime. He was running through people.
Yeah, you know, even that run in Sengoku, which was kind of that organization after Dream tried to take over Pride and before Risen, he had some barn burners in there.
29-8 for Hornbuckle compared to only 12-8 for his opponent. That is a large difference in fights.
Yeah. Going back to get Hornbuckle.
Oh goodness, this is your big moment, pal.
Staff running through.
Is he there?
I hope so. This is what I've been waiting for all night.
Miletich has got to fight if Hornbuckle wasn't around.
Yeah, you're stepping in, right, Pat?
He made weight and everything. Miletich is staring daggers into Bermas. I don't know why he's not staring at me. He always gets mad at you.
Listen, I just started training this week intensely. I'm sore as hell. I'm in my 50s. Quit picking on me. Right?
I can insult Pat and Bermas gets hit instead of me.
Exactly.
There he comes.
And here he comes.
There he
with the big
comes.
old flag.
The swords are up.
And the Warrior walks through. Dan Hornbuckle. What an entrance. Also seems to have some kind of a perhaps shamanistic necklace on.
Bear claws?
I mean, maybe. They look like they look pretty heavy duty, whatever's on his neck. It's probably animals that Dan Hornbuckle has killed in a forest with his bare hands.
So when I look at these guys, a bit of a mixed bag, boys, when it comes to does fight go to decision, does it not? If it was a 3-rounder, I'd probably make it a coin flip. But since it is a 5-round title fight, I'm going to make it minus 200, a nice clean number. That fight ends inside the distance, plus 170, that it goes to decision.
Okay, thank you.
Hornbuckle putting the necklace on his coach.
Blackerby, Bob Long in his corner.
Oh, look at how the Knights are filing out. Very much organized, in order. That was more organized than any MMA Mobsters podcast me and Miletich have ever done.
I'll tell you what, for a 42-year-old man, Hornbuckle looks
shredded, isn't he?
incredible shape. Not that his opponent's any slouch. I mean,
no,
again,
he's built, he's jacked.
You know, no one came in sloppy for this one. These guys are veterans of the game. They trained hard, and now they're about to do the mandate.
Like if you were to go back in time and have a Native American on a horse coming to kick your ass, that's Dan Hornbuckle.
I'd be scared to death of Dan Hornbuckle on a horse. He'd probably be upside down with a bow in his hand, a bunch of quivers, and death in his eyes.
Curled up like custard.
Very much so. Let's kick it to Jason Vargas and make it official for our main event.
Ladies and gentlemen, fight fans live in attendance at the River Center, and everybody streaming live around the world, this is our main event of the evening. Scheduled for 5-minute rounds for the Caged Aggression Professional Middleweight Championship. Powered by 7G Distributing Bud Light. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighed in at 185 pounds. He trains at the Midwest Training Center. Joining us from Chicago, Illinois, Dan the Anvil Stitchen. And his opponent, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighed in at 185 pounds. He trains at Lycan's Den MMA and is sponsored by Warlord Combat Academy, Golden Era Apparel, The Human Performance Lab, Butter Babes, Hornbuckle Leather, and Josh Scott Combat Photography. Joining us from Savoy, Illinois, he's your current Caged Aggression professional middleweight champion, Dan the Handler Hornbuckle.
Gentlemen, right here. Dan. Cage Aggression main event. We already went over the rules and expectations in the back. This is my command's whole time protection off at all times. You guys want to touch gloves, touch them now.
And here we go, main event of the evening, the Battle of the Dans. Dan Stitchen, Dan Hornbuckle.
I have chills right now. This is gonna be intense.
Here we go. Hornbuckle takes the center of the cage. Stitchen right there with him.
Both guys in phenomenal shape.
Absolutely.
Hornbuckle's 42 with about 7% body fat.
I'm 34 with about 60% body fat.
I didn't want to throw my numbers out because I didn't want to throw myself under the bus, but I'm not doing too great either. Good leg kick from Hornbuckle. Hornbuckle certainly the taller, lankier gentleman.
Yes. Kind of a feeling out process here, but I feel like they're going to start swinging soon.
Well, I feel like this is a 5-round fight that doesn't need to go 5 rounds. Right now, Dan Hornbuckle.
Oh, nice takedown by Stitchen.
Sizing him up. Stitchen powers through right there, and there's the action we were waiting for.
Yeah. Hornbuckle with wrist control.
Stitchen in full guard right in front of us.
Hornbuckle sprawled, and I thought it was going to sprawl out of it, but no, Stitchen just rolled right through it.
Well, Stitchen cut an angle right after that and just turned the corner.
Fantastic technique.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Stitchen on top. Trying to use that left arm as leverage, possibly square up and land a strike.
For the people out there watching this live, they can check out tomorrow night's fights on CagedAggression.tv. I'm going to show the first round here.
Stitchen right now on top. Right hand trapped.
Hornbuckle trying to walk the legs up, right?
Absolutely.
Stitchen just smothering him here.
Hornbuckle's pretty much negated any offense, however. Stitchen looking to posture up with that right arm, right elbow, grinding that elbow in while he's there. That's key. You know, you want to make your opponent as uncomfortable as possible under there. So
nice. He's got it over the ledge of the shoulder.
Oh, he may have that. That triangle gets loose.
Well, he was trying to make him decide whether to pull the arm out and give him the triangle or stay in there and give him the arm bar. So
how was Stitchen able to get out of there? Yeah.
Stitchen just, he knew what was coming and knew how to dive back in, basically, plow back in there.
Grinds an elbow through. Stitchen, a gritty customer.
Not a ton of offense here from Stitchen. I mean, you have to give him the round so far, but I'd like to see him do a little more with all his top position.
The referee can stand him up here as well.
Correct.
About 2 minutes left in the round.
Oh, referee gives him a warning. He wants the action, or he's going to stand him up.
And Stitchen's trying to give him that action. He's trying to get that right hand loose.
Well, and the thing that Hornbuckle going for a submission keeps the action going, when actually if you just tie him up and hold him, the referee will break you and get you back up to your
He's
feet.
thinking about it.
Those left elbows trying to get anything
He's just not able to get anything in, though. That's not hurting at all.
No.
Pull it up. Watch it tomorrow.
Oh, thudding to the ribs.
Hey, post your left leg and rip your left arm out. Post your left leg and rip your left arm out. Yes, now pull your left arm out and rip that down.
Getting some occasional action from on top. The referee does not look thrilled.
Minute and a half to go in the first round. This is a Stitchen round.
Second warning from the referee to do more.
He's on top, trying to grind that elbow in.
Hornbuckle, excellent job negating Stitchen's offense. Really really frustrating him from underneath.
Stitching with a couple of body shots.
Stitching obviously a great base though. He's not going anywhere. He is on top.
Yes, he is. It does not seem like he's going anywhere.
Third warning from the referee to work.
Minute left in this round.
Grinding his head into Hornbuckle's jaw.
Wow.
Referee standing him
Stand him up.
3 strikes are out, I guess, or 4 strikes in this case.
Let's see what the gas tanks look like on both fighters after that. A lot of energy.
The clock on the screen is stopped at 49 seconds. I have no idea what the hell's going on with that. Nice sprawl by Hornbuckle.
There's the sprawl.
He's hurt.
Oh,
yes, he is. I think he got
Stitching
hurt.
might be hurt.
He bounced his face off the canvas. Now we're at 41 seconds. Oh, it's going again.
He's on wobbly legs
about
here,
20
Pat.
seconds.
Yeah, he's...
If I'm Hornbuckle, I'm throwing everything I have while he's hurt.
Left hand from Hornbuckle. Just misses. Leg kick.
Hornbuckle has 20 seconds.
10 seconds left in the round. Ooh, left hand.
The Stitching is on wobbly
Left
legs
kick.
here.
And that's the round. Still could be a Stitching round. You know, obviously on the feet, Hornbuckle's offense looks a little stronger, but with cage control time and not a lot of offense, definitely could. Well, I'll tell you this: Dan won the round.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
You're not wrong.
I know I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
Just the fact it took Pat so long for that one. Come on, Pat, that's the dad joke. You should run with
That's
that.
just brutal, dude.
Oh man.
Round 2 in the main event. Looking at Dan Stitching, he's got a hard look on his face. Something's very uncomfortable in that corner. Look at his face.
He is not enjoying
No,
himself.
something's hurt. His leg is not feeling good.
No, he bounced his face off of the friggin' canvas, bro. I'm telling you.
Was almost refusing to get up. Hornbuckle had to call him up. The ref had to make
it's his arm.
him get up.
He just had him grab his right arm, and he was extremely uncomfortable. Maybe he dislocated his shoulder and elbow.
Maybe got overextended on that shot. But, you know, Hornbuckle bounced his face off the canvas, so he got spread out.
It's over.
It's,
I don't think he's fighting. It's over. He
All right.
pulled his shoulder out.
Another first round finish.
Yep, and you can kind of see it's much lower. So, anticlimactic fashion, but that's going to end it here in caged aggression. Disappointing way to go out, but it looks like he dislocated his shoulder.
Hornbuckle punished him on that shot. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see that replay.
Well, it looks like it happened, obviously, after they got stood up. There was a small exchange. Stitching got put on the ground, didn't want to do anything.
I think he got overextended, got his head bounced off the canvas, and his arm
on his shot?
got torqued on his shoulder, yeah.
Well, you boys know that I love numbers. Last night, the co-main, and the main all ended the first round. Tonight, the co-main, and the main, all first round finishes. How's that for some stats?
Math, Jason Bermas.
I like math. I'm about a 4th, 5th grade level.
All right.
That's where I'm at. I can add,
That
subtract.
gets you through balancing your checkbook.
That's right. Divide. I'm good at that.
Math gets me more excited than a 6-foot-tall, beautiful woman.
Well, there's an issue.
Yeah, that's a huge issue for you. I cannot agree with that at all. Not even a little bit.
I like math.
Dan Hornbuckle over here talking to us.
Talking to Pat Miletich.
Absolutely.
Saying that slam in the ground and pound is what did the damage. Hornbuckle is very much claiming this finish victory. No fluke here, folks.
Nope, and Jason Vargas is in there right now. Let's make it official.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee, Josh Stewart, called a stop between rounds, declaring your winner due to unable to answer the bell and still caged aggression professional middleweight champion, Dan the Handler Hornbuckle. All right, champ. Hey, obviously we know not the way you wanted to go home with the belt. Talk to us, tell us your feelings about this fight. I know we all can tell you put in a lot of work leading up to this.
Sure did. First off, thank you, Dan. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much.
Look, I know it's always entertaining. We always want to see more Dan Hornbuckle in the cage. So look, we know you got a lot on the plate. What's around the corner?
I'm going to have to defend this sooner than later, and we'll make it happen.
That sounds like a plan for me. Well, we were talking about all the work and everything that went into this camp, Dan. Is there anyone you want to thank or anything that you want to mention before we get to the celebrating?
I mean, first off, I want to thank my children for coming to support me, my family, my sister, Kiona, my amazing girlfriend, Dianara, and I mean, zoom in on that. Those are my kids. Alex, I know you're home. Hopefully you're watching home. Love you, sweetheart. Michaela and Riley around here somewhere. Dianara, my amazing girlfriend, supporting me. Oh, and let's thank Golden Peril and William Seaman, Ryan Blackerby, Bob Long, James Martin, Bob Long, Warlord Combat Academy, thank you very much. Appreciate you. All my Boo Hurt friends. By the way, you know I do medieval fighting. I'm kind of not a big deal in it, but we're on our way there. And I appreciate all the guys that came out and supported and did my entrance, trying to come on out and do that.
Well, look, I'm going to tell you this. I know we're all looking forward to see what comes up next. I'm going to have to try and go find you swinging a sword somewhere. But look, until then, definitely enjoy the celebration, Dan. Either way, you earned it. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it one more time for your current Caged Aggression Professional Middleweight Champion, Dan the Handler Hornbuckle. All right, folks, we've got one more night. That's coming up here tomorrow night. Don't forget to catch us this evening over at the Dam View Inn. I'm going to go ahead and kick it down to Pat and Jason to wrap things up. We'll see you folks right back here tomorrow night.
And that does it for night 2 of Caged Aggression, the trilogy, not without controversy. Dan Hornbuckle gets the win. Also saw a controversial end to Cody Baker, Dante Johnson. Jeff Jepson gets revenge and a slew of other great fights and finishes. Pat
And I'm
Miletich.
really happy for Hornbuckle tonight. Great performance. You know, doing a great job defending himself off his back. Not a lot of strikes were getting through. Really nothing substantial. And then when he got back to his feet, stuffed that takedown and injured Stitchin's shoulder. But overall, second night, I'm very impressed. If tomorrow night is anything like it, we're in for it, brother. We're going to have a blast.
Absolutely, and a couple great finishes in the beginning from Chad Hinton, Raul Lopez, amongst others. We were joined by Joshua Chauvin. Gave the great odds. Just another great all-around night, Josh.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and as a guy who bets on sports full-time, specifically MMA, I figured I'd be pretty good at figuring out how sportsbooks do lines. I didn't realize I'd be that good. Every single favorite that I had as a favorite won tonight.
You did it.
All the chalk hit.
Yeah.
We had Romeus, we had Jepson, we had Hornbuckle. All favorites, all won. We're doing something right.
Good job. Good job.
And just
You know your
such a fun night, such an honor to work with you guys. Goodwin's doing a hell of a job with this promotion. We had some amazing fights. Check this out. The last 3 fights, what I call the co-main, and the main event, all first-round finishes. Tonight, co-main, main event, all first-round finishes.
And Cortavius Romeus looks completely impressive. We hope to see him here at Caged Aggression again. That'll put a wrap on it here at the River Center in Davenport, Iowa. Make sure you join us tomorrow night, 7:30, for the 3rd night of the trilogy.
Let's go.
Thank you so much.
Hey Caged Aggression fans, don't miss out on the official after party right across the street at Danview. Our after party will give you the best specials in town, featuring $3 domestic tall boys, $3 shots of Jack, Captain, Fireball, and Menthol. On top of that, the best DJs in town will be spinning tracks and taking requests. So don't miss out on the biggest party immediately after the show at Danview.